Okie doke. Mountain Dew. It's our favorite drink.
Mountain Dew, a no-joke, totally serious beverage known for having more varieties than your average soda. Today we will be breaking down my Mountain Dew Iceberg chart, detailing every single flavor to ever exist since its inception in 1940. Know that we're not covering every bit of Mountain Dew history, not every pop culture event, rare cans, bottles, or collectibles, logo variants, fake or questionable rumors, Amp Energy as a standalone series, or really anything Mountain Dew related that isn't a legitimate separate flavor. Also, future flavors will be showcased here instead of having a spot in the Iceberg because of their unknown official releases.
How many ounces is this?
With those being
20?
Gingerbread Snapped, an upcoming gingerbread flavor set to release for 2021's holiday season. Riddler's Brew, an upcoming flavor with an unknown taste set to release alongside 2022's The Batman film, notable for containing the first leaked images of 2022's
in this fucking wine glass.
Thrashed Apple, an upcoming crisp apple flavor thought to be a Kroger exclusive with an unknown release date. Uproar, a leaked Food Lion exclusive flavor with little known about it. Its status remains unconfirmed. Now that we cover those few rules, sit back, crack a dew, and let's go over the deep history.
One step ahead of you, whatever your name is.
Very serious drink we all love.
Above the Berg.
Original, aka regular, or simply Mountain Dew,
Original
is a
good.
timeless soda loved by millions that has proved to be one of the most
decent.
successful beverage brands of all time. Covering the entire history of Original could be a video of itself, so I will attempt to cover it rather quickly. Mountain Dew was first developed in Tennessee in 1940 by Barney and Allie Hartman, first distributed in 1954, received a formula change in 1958 based on the founder's old lemonade soda, switched ownership in 1961,
Okey-doke.
was acquired by PepsiCo in 1964, and ever since has evolved throughout its 80-plus year lifetime by changing packaging and logos to stay relevant, tweaking the taste, commanding the citrus soda market, and expanding to become a household name. The Mountain Dew brand has run countless promotions, usually including a Dew-themed play on words, has had countless celebrity tie-ins, coined several catchphrases, grown one of the most dedicated fan bases, been available in countless countries around the world, and overall has developed into a pop culture staple. Original has spawned a large line of products, each with its own flavor and theme, more than any other soda. A large portion of Mountain Dew's success could be tied to how, even with a myriad of flavors, they all maintain a similar signature taste, largely in part to Mountain Dew's unique inclusion of orange juice. When it comes down to describing Original's flavor, some say lemon lime, but it's actually more of a redefinition of citrus. Other reasons behind their success include
I really like the term redefinition of citrus. What does that even mean?
their release schedule, including several holiday, retail, restaurant, and regionally specific releases stretched
Raspberry
between bottle,
lemonade.
can, fountain, freeze, and Slurpee forms. The company has continued to maintain the best fan interaction and integration than any other popular soda. Mountain Dew's popularity even led to a spin-off energy drink series, Amp Energy, which got its start in 2001. Original was the only flavor available for years until 1988, where Diet Mountain Dew was released. The US also received original variants such as caffeine-free, diet caffeine-free, and sugar-free/zero sugar. When it comes
If you're gonna drink a caffeine-free soda, that's fine. If you're gonna drink a diet soda, that's fine, I guess. But when you start getting to, like, diet caffeine-free, that's when I start feeling like you should no longer be allowed to drink soda.
Comes down to foreign releases of original and diet. Not only do most countries just have those two, but almost every release outside of the US goes as Mountain Dew instead of the US's abbreviated MTN. Another foreign trend is the added subtitle to original's name, which doesn't indicate a different taste, just different branding, for a variety of reasons. Some of those subtitled versions of original include Electric Citrus, Energy, Energized, Citrus Charge, Citrus Blast, Neon, and No Calorie. The Mountain Dew brand has continued to be successful because
Citrus
of its
Charge,
non-stop experimentation
Citrus
with
Blast.
new flavors, which together
Ooh, I
form
kinda
a
wanna try
massive
Douche
catalog to go over, which all can be attributed to the classic original. Code Red. Mountain Dew Code Red is a cherry flavor that was first released in 2001.
For this stream, I tried really hard to find a Code Red Mountain Dew at my Walgreens. They did not have Code Red Mountain Dew at my Walgreens, and I'm on keto right now, so I have to drink only sugar-free sodas. So basically, I'm fucked. I can't have Code Red Mountain Dew.
Becoming one of the most successful flavor variations in Mountain Dew history. Code
So
Red is
good.
often pointed to as the reason behind Mountain Dew's large family of flavors. It has gone through several logo changes and has been available in a variety of sizes throughout its life. 2001 was also the year 7-Eleven debuted a Slurpee variant for an unknown amount of time. The Slurpee version returned in 2021, again with little known about it. A diet version of Code Red came out in 2002 and has existed ever since, but nowadays is deemed regionally available. Code Red is one of the most accessible flavors to ever exist. It's available in fountain form at several locations throughout the US and has some...
I will say, there is a Code Red Mountain Dew Tall Boy. Oh. It is right here. This one. Oh my god, the 16-ounce cans of fucking Code Red Mountain Dew. Better than any other Mountain Dew ever. Even better than other Code Red Mountain Dews. I don't know what it is about this specific batch of Code Red Mountain Dew, but I only saw them in stores for one summer and then never again. Like, I don't know, but this is saying Amazon has it. Currently unavailable. Yeah, they just don't have it. Damn, imagine if I subscribe for a fucking weekly energy drink case. Wait, they have Rockstar is by the same people as... This can't be the Mountain Dew store. Right? No. Who owns Rockstar? Okay, that did nothing. They have Mountain Dew Minis. They have Mountain Dew Original and Major Lemon, or Major Melon. And that's it. What happens if I just put in Mountain Dew? Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Mountain Dew, Baja Blast 24 pack. $35. Jesus Christ. Go fuck yourself, buddy. 18 count. Yeah, they have these. This is what I have in my fridge cooling down right now. Throwback one. What is this? Maui Burst. This looks good. What the fuck is this image? What? It's just Mountain Dew with pineapple. What is... What do any of these images have to do with Mountain Dew? Okay, weird. Frostbite. Okay, let's get back to the thing, because we're not going to find fucking Code Red Mountain Dew 16-ounce cans. Okay.
Some of the most international releases of any Mountain Dew. The international releases started with the Philippines in the early 2000s. The actual year isn't confirmed, but it was only for a limited...
I like how we only have these like weird grainy 240p images to tell us like that Mountain Dew existed in the Philippines.
Time. The Philippines also received a 2019 Slurpee version which coincided with the game Mobile Legends for an unknown amount of time. Canada released Code Red in 2002. Some Canadian versions even went under the name of Code Rogue, and it lasted until a discontinuation in 2005. It was even brought back for Canada's 2013 Democracy, where it competed against Voltage, Supernova, and Whiteout, ultimately losing to
Whiteout
Voltage.
is good.
Then it returned the next year in Canada's Back by Popular Demand promotion, where the three losing flavors strangely competed against each other for another permanent spot. This time Code Red won, but got discontinued in 2019. Canada also received a Fountain and Freeze version in 2021. Code Red also released in Korea in 2005 for an unknown amount
Original
of time. 2009
American
was the year
style
Code Red released
taste.
in New
That's
Zealand,
true.
this time flavored berry. The next year, 2010, saw a release in Germany, which lasted till 2016, where it got discontinued. Then Australia released their version of Code Red in 2014, like New Zealand, again berry flavored, but this time with the additional Energized title. Energized Code Red would leave you to think there's additional caffeine, but most likely it is similar to Canada's Energized Mountain Dew, which contains the normal caffeine amount.
Weird.
Livewire. Mountain Dew Livewire is an orange flavor that was first seen for a limited time during the summer of 2003. It was an extremely successful new flavor which single-handedly increased Mountain Dew sales by 10%. That led to a 2004 return, again limited time for the summer. It was yet again another successful release which led to another summer limited release in 2005, which convinced Pepsi to keep Livewire as a permanent flavor. Livewire has existed ever since and has always been known for its scattered availability. It's not regionally exclusive in the US, but harder to find than the other core flavors. It has also gone through several logo changes and been available in a variety of sizes.
Oh, look, it's the 16-ounce Tallboy cans. This was probably released at the same time that they released the fucking Code Red Tallboys.
Throughout its life. A little-known Slurpee version existed with the earliest proof of availability being in 2006.
Why does it have the fucking grainy images to prove that this was a thing? It's like, it's not... Couldn't you just write an email to Mountain Dew and be like, hey, I'm doing research for a YouTube video or like whatever. Can you confirm whether or not this product was available in this form at this time? I'm sure they have records for that.
Livewire has had several international releases, starting with New Zealand in 2011.
Why does this involve so much actual detective work happening? It's so
now
bizarre.
Thought to be discontinued. Then in 2013, in Singapore's Democracy promotion, competing against Pitch Black, ultimately losing and getting discontinued. Then in 2014, in Malaysia's Democracy, competing against Blue Shock and Pitch Black, ultimately losing to Blue Shock.
I've never had Blue Shock.
Pitch Black and Livewire didn't get discontinued, and Livewire.
I've also never seen these style bottles in real life because they're from a different country.
To Voltage. The next foreign release was also in 2014 in the Philippines as a permanent flavor, but then 2 years later was oddly entered into their Democracy against Pitch Black, which ended with no declared winner, and both got discontinued the next year. The most recent foreign release was in 2016 and
So if nobody wins the fucking Democracy thing, they just say fuck it and throw both flavors away.
Yet again, in another Democracy against Blue Shock and Pitch Black, similar to New Zealand's, but this time Pitch Black won and Livewire and Blue Shock got discontinued. South Korea also received a Livewire release, thought to be released around 2016 to 2017.
Yes, I did. I got more Malort. I have a whole bottle in the freezer.
Mountain Dew Voltage is a raspberry citrus and ginseng flavor first introduced in 2008.
The Malort offer is still on the table as much as I wish that was a one-time thing. It is going to continue to be a channel staple.
3 upcoming flavors that competed against each other to become a
I
permanent
know.
flavor. Voltage was up against
This time though,
Revolution
I
and
have
Supernova,
my
where it
Mountain
took
Dew
first
as a
place.
chaser.
Once Voltage was declared the
So
winner, it received a permanent store release in late 2008 and has been available ever since. Similar to Code Red and Livewire, Voltage has been a very successful, long-lasting flavor variant that has gone through several logo changes.
there's the fucking Tallboy. I cannot find these cans anywhere, but I'm desperate for the fucking Code Red
available
one.
in several sizes. Voltage received a diet version in 2011's Fandumonium
Typhoon,
campaign, where it's
Ultraviolet,
competing against 7 other flavors to
Distortion.
become a permanent diet store
What the
release.
fuck?
Diet Voltage was a finalist alongside Diet Supernova, were both released in stores and again required a winning amount of votes to become a
There are
permanent flavor.
so
it
many
ultimately lost
flavors.
to Diet Supernova and was immediately discontinued. 2011 was also the year
I need
New
to like
Zealand
go
released
to
Voltage,
the Mountain
except it was
Dew
under the name of
factory
Electro Shock
and
had a flavor described as
ask
Wild
them
Berry, though considered the same as the US's Voltage. It stayed
for,
on
like,
shelves
a
to
flight
2014,
of
where it was
dew.
discontinued and replaced by Whiteout. Then in 2013, in the US, Voltage received fountain and freeze releases exclusive to Circle K gas stations. Also that year, Voltage took
I
part
like
in
Circle
Canada's
K.
Democracy promotion, where it competed against Code Red, Supernova, and Whiteout, again for a permanent spot, where it won again and received
I've
a
never
permanent
seen
store release.
Supernova.
The
Where
next
do you
year,
get that?
2014, Voltage was released in Uganda exclusively in 500 milliliter bottles. Then a few years later in 2017, the Voltage name was used in place of Livewire in Malaysia, and that same year Honduras
Weird.
released a Mountain Dew under the name of Extreme, though was considered to be another
Extreme.
retitled Voltage.
Baja Blast.
This is that.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast
Sugar-free
is a
Baja
tropical lime
Blast.
flavor that was first released in 2004, first as Formula 481 in prototype cans sent to fans, then later that year as a taco.
Okay, this is my issue with Mountain Dew, is that I'm a fan of Mountain Dew, and they have not sent me any prototype cans or products or flavors. I want to taste Forbidden Dew. I want to taste the secrets. Give them to me. I'm a Mountain Dew sommelier. I will be able to come up with a hip and happening name, and I'll market your product on my stream. Mountain Dew, sponsor me and let me create my own flavor of Mountain Dew. I have a whole 263 followers. I deserve this.
Taco Bell exclusive fountain drink said to be chemically formulated to taste best with Taco
I'll
Bell's
make a
menu.
Mountain
Baja
Dew.
Blast has proved to be one of the most successful flavors in Mountain Dew's history, with it being
And
available
it'll
for
be-
nearly 2 decades, having more re-releases than any other flavor, and having significant pop culture relevance. Its popularity
It'll
led to a
be-
freeze version that was first released in 2012 through a test release, then officially in 2013, again also exclusive to Taco Bell. 2013 was also the year
It'll be
a diet
black
version was
cherry
released,
lime
alongside the
flavored.
release of Sangrita Blast Fountain, another Taco
And we'll
Bell
call it
exclusive
Mountain Dew
It lasted until
Vortex.
2015, where it was replaced by Orange Citrus Kickstart in fountain form.
Yeah.
The next year, 2014, was the year Baja Blast was first released in stores countrywide in bottles and cans for a
Yeah, I
limited
remember that.
summertime release. The release coincided with the
It's
Baja
happening
or
now.
Bust promotion, where
This
codes
was
could
the
be collected
original
and used
release
to
of
play
Baja
games and
Blast,
win
but this
prizes.
is also
2015 saw
happening now.
summertime
Also, noticing that now, that commercial is referencing one of the very earliest of memes about Mountain Dew. The Mountain Dew Baja Blast stealing Operation Soda Steal,
The year was 2008.
where this
And
dude
thanks,
creates
DTA. Very cool. Many
a...
people began offering
Let's see if they have the
engineering advice.
diagram.
Ty Caro suggests creating an implement which could puncture
Aha.
the bottom of a cup
Yes,
instead of bringing
so
in an already
so
rigged
this dude goes... This is after Baja Blast gets released in Taco Bell's. And this dude is like, I want Baja Blast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get... Oh, that's a big thunder. I'm going to get a cup and pierce the bottom and have a tube running from the bottom of the cup down my shirt sleeve and into a backpack that I'll put on the floor. Excuse me. And then we're going to siphon. We're going to see how long we can stand there at the soda fountain just pouring Baja Blast into my duffel bag, which will have like a 4-gallon container in it.
up one. Eventually people realized that the soda
and
falling
yeah.
in from the top of the tank would noisily splash down and make the soda flat, so they brainstormed some alternate designs. Tilted Driveway points out that this particular design wouldn't work since the tube at the bottom would create pressure as the tank is filled up. Matt Johnson Extreme theorizes that using some kind of ramp could prevent the soda from going flat.
I really
Much
like the
theory crafting and
diagrams.
MS painting ensues while people wait for an update from Philip. The next day he posts letting people know that he's still working on the contraption and he appreciates all the feedback and general enthusiasm. He posts another update the following day
beautiful.
discussing his work on the project.
Grab a beer. I'll be
However,
right
he
back.
decides he needs a better container, as the one he's working with right now isn't airtight around the seal. A couple days later, he posts a picture of the new container and tube system, and the day after that he posts a pic of the final version. Ultimately, he ended up removing the vent that was running through the transfer tube since it restricted the flow of liquid too much, opting for a separate small tube on the top of the container. He also found an appropriately sized bag in order to conceal it. Moreover, he stated, "No guarantees, but I might try it tonight with a friend." He once again reiterates that, "I'm well aware doing this for the sole purpose of getting soda is a dumb idea. That's why I'm not only doing it for that reason. It's a fun project and will be a good story to tell.
I'm also
Not to
doing it
mention
for
it
the
provides
memes."
entertainment for all of you guys." People wait patiently for a couple hours when finally he returns. Fucking did it. I'm gonna upload the video now. I'm not gonna spoil any results. I filmed it with my shitty digicam. It's in 3 separate parts. I'm not going to wear the contraption and get the ball. It's only gotten flatter. So this someone's ancient hard drive.
Let's see.
And I watched it back in the day, so I can 4
Okay.
megabyte glory.
Here we go.
See where to start. The cup. Can I have your drink? Cup. Extra large Taco Bell cup got beforehand. Put this funnel in here. Super glued it. You can see
Beautiful.
it comes out the bottom.
Oh, it's perfect.
Then add this tube
This editing
And
is
the through the
atrocious, but this
sleeve
is perfect.
of the jacket.
Jesus Christ, stop fucking flailing the camera around.
Down to the side bag. Which conveniently perfectly fit. I don't know if you can see, but there's some light. Bring it out in the light. Oh my. Oh shit.
They stole like 3 gallons of fucking Baja Blast. This is what happens when you make your fucking in-store sodas store exclusive. People will always find a way to tell you no.
Limited release, this time alongside a store release of Sangria Blast in cans and bottles as well. In 2016, Baja Blast was released in champagne bottles with an additional bubbly taste, but it was only given to the first 50 people in line at the grand opening of both Las Vegas Taco Bell cantinas,
I'm
which
so
also
mad
served Baja
that I don't
Blast
have
freezers
that.
with optional alcoholic shots added. Then in the summer of 2016, again saw
Decision. The number of do-based jokes that these people need to come up with, like, there has to just be some fucking advertising executive sitting in an office somewhere that's just like, decision, do bait, you gotta
saw another Baja Blast limited run, this time as part of the Decision promotion where fans voted on which flavor would receive a permanent release, Baja Blast or Pitch Black. Baja Blast lost and store releases were discontinued shortly after. 2017 didn't see another Baja return, but instead the Bring Baja Back promotion where fans were asked to use the hashtag Bring Baja Back if they wanted another store-wide release. Lo and behold, the fans were successful, and in the summer of 2018, Baja Blast returned yet again. 2018 was also the year a zero sugar fountain version was released, replacing the spiked lemonade fountain drink. The same year in Canada saw Baja Blast debut in fountains, also exclusive to Taco Bell. Then in 2019, still Canada, Baja Blast received bottle and can releases, except it was a permanent non-limited run and also a freeze version released that same year. Back in the US, 2019 and 2020 received the normal summer releases, with 2020's release containing a zero sugar variant as well.
That's
also
what
in
I'm
2019,
drinking.
Baja Blast received a limited time Taco Bell Freeze variant titled Baja Blast Birthday Freeze, which was the normal freeze with added candy sprinkles. Then in 2021, Baja Blast...
You know what I want in my Mountain Dew? Candy sprinkles. Ugh.
and its zero sugar counterpart released for the summer alongside two new Baja variants, Baja Flash and Baja Punch, all for a limited time, which all tied into the 100 Days of Baja promotion where codes were used to win prizes. Later that same year, Baja
I
Blast...
still need to try the Baja Flash. It's the pineapple one. I have not had it yet.
Colada released, which was another freeze variant, but this time had added pina colada flavoring. There was a supposedly canceled freeze variant titled Baja Blast Cherry Smash Freeze, though little is known about it.
Tip of the Berg.
Throwback/real sugar.
Yeah, this
Mountain
one's
Dew
in stores.
Throwback is a lemon citrus flavor, identical to original, except for the fact that it uses real sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. It was first released in 2009 for a limited time alongside
Mountain Dew
Pepsi
owned
Throwback,
by
which both
Pepsi?
were meant to replicate the look and taste of the original sodas. Throwback received 2 more limited
don't I have
time
them?
releases
Yeah.
until eventually
I can
becoming
check.
a permanent flavor in late 2010. The design used the iconic hillbilly to capture the look of the early labeling. The permanent release received a formula change to replicate the original flavor even closer. In 2011, a website titled The Throwback Shack was released, which allowed fans to enter for daily prizes, one of them being a small bottle of the past flavor, Revolution. Eventually, the Throwback name was dropped and renamed to Mountain Dew Real Sugar. The Real Sugar name was first seen on 4 packs of glass
PepsiCo,
bottles, but
yeah.
now is used for every version of Throwback. As of mid-2021, the old Throwback design has returned to replace the Real Sugar branding.
Pitch Black.
Pitch
Mountain
Black
Dew
is
Pitch Black
decent.
is a black grape flavor first released in 2004 for a limited time to coincide with the Halloween season. Due to its popularity, it received several re-releases, first being in 2006 as a 7-Eleven limited time freeze, again in 2011 as one of the 3 flavors backed by
Dew-Man.
popular Dew Man for a limited time.
But
the
this
other
one
2
is
flavors being
Revolution, and I've never tasted Mountain Dew Revolution. I really want it, though. Like,
Typhoon and Supernova. Then
for those of you that don't know, this channel used to be called The Revolution, and I really would like to taste that flavor of Mountain Dew.
again in 2015 during a limited run giveaway, and finally in 2016 where it competed against Baja Blast to become a permanent flavor in the Decision promotion, where it won and stayed on shelves. Pitch Black also released in several other countries, including
Pitch Black themed KFC. Are you sure they themed the KFC Pitch Black?
Canada in 2004, only as caffeine-free because of the Canadian Health Code. There was also a French version released alongside it called Black Alert in French. South Korea in 2006, where it went under the name of Wild Black with the flavor of just grape. Malaysia in
South
2014,
Korea, okay.
where it competed against Livewire and Blue Shock in a Democracy promotion, ultimately losing to Blue Shock. The Philippines in 2014, alongside Livewire. Singapore in 2014,
Why is there so much
competing
Mountain
against
Dew
Livewire
lore?
in a Democracy, ultimately winning. New Zealand in 2016 and Pakistan in 2016. Several of the international releases have been discontinued, while others remain on shelves. As of 2021 in the US, Pitch Black bottles and 12 packs are deemed regionally exclusive because of their scarcity. Despite that, the flavor is still available in fountain form across numerous locations. Pitch Black's flavor has also recently received a new flavor described as a twist of citrus and dark fruit. A sugar-free version is rumored to release exclusively to Speedway, though not 100% confirmed.
Why can't you just go to Speedway? Why can't you just go to Speedway and ask, or like write an email, or like something? Like, there has to be a way to just ask Mountain Dew what flavors are available where. It can't be that complicated, right? Like, it can't be that hard.
Whiteout.
Mountain Dew Whiteout is a smooth citrus flavor first introduced in 2009's Democracy 2, where it was competing to become a permanent flavor against Typhoon and Distortion.
What's the difference between a smooth citrus flavor and a lime flavor and an orange flavor? I don't understand. It's just it's the same. Okay.
Becoming the victor. Whiteout was also released in New Zealand.
Mountain Dew
in
Whiteout is good
2014,
though. Oh,
described
it's
as
lemon. There you
Japan
go.
in 2012, and in Canada's Democracy promotion in 2013, where it was competing against Voltage, Supernova, and Code Red, ultimately losing to Voltage. Then
A
it returned in Canada's
redefinition
backed
of
by popular
citrus.
Dew Man promotion in 2014,
What the fuck is Mountain Dew
where there was a
Supernova?
competition between the three previous losing flavors. Whiteout lost again, this time to Code Red. A diet version also existed in 2010's Fandumonium promotion, but came in third place and never received a store.
Fandumonium. Are you fucking kidding me? Fandumonium. Oh god. Are you actually joking?
Flavors. Whiteout lost again, this time to Code Red. A diet version also existed in 2010's Fandumonium promotion, but came in third place and never received a store release. As of 2021
What the
in the
fuck?
US, Whiteout bottles and
can't
12
keep
packs
coming
are
up with
regionally
these fucking
exclusive
puns.
because of their scarcity. Despite that, there are also Slurpee and Freeze versions that are more accessible.
That's true. I've seen the whiteout
Mountain Dew
Slurpee.
Frostbite is a cool melon flavor released in 2021, exclusive to Walmart.
Cool
a few months after
melon.
its release came a zero sugar version, also exclusive
What kind of
to
melon?
Walmart.
Major melon.
Mountain
That's in my
Dew
freezer,
Major Melon
my fridge.
is a watermelon flavor released in 2021. It was also released alongside a zero sugar variant. Major Melon is also available in fountain and Slurpee forms.
Maui.
Excuse me. It's also available in cans and 12 packs. I know that because I have a 12 pack of it in my fridge.
Burst.
Mountain Dew Maui Burst is a pineapple flavor released
I've
in
not seen this
2019,
one.
exclusive to Dollar General. It started in
Ah.
only 16-ounce cans, but has since been released in 6 packs of bottles.
I'm gonna need to have
Rise
Sid pick one of
Energy.
those up for me. I need that.
Mountain Dew Rise Energy is a series of 6 flavors released in 2021 that advertise immune support, mental boosting, and 180 milligrams of caffeine.
I've tried that one, the Tropical Sunrise. It's decent. I don't fully understand the difference between Mountain Dew Rise, Mountain Dew Kickstart, Mountain Dew Game Fuel. They're all just energy drinks, right? Like, what the fuck is the difference?
Rise Energy is another attempt by Mountain Dew to enter the energy drink market, hence the high caffeine amount. The 6 flavors are as follows: Pomegranate Blue Burst,
Nice.
Strawberry Melon Spark, Berry
Okay.
Blitz,
Okay.
Tropical Sunrise, Peach Mango Dawn, and Orange Breeze.
I see that they are actually putting flavor names on these ones instead of going with colors and things that sound cool. And then just subtitling it whatever the flavor is.
The series is represented by various colored lions located on each of the 6 16-ounce cans.
I do like that.
Amp
I feel
Game
like
Fuel
it's
Charged.
Mountain
Voltron.
Dew Amp Game Fuel Charged is a series of 5 flavors released in
I have tasted all 5, and I gotta say I think the Code Red is the best one.
2019, using the name of the now defunct Amp Energy and the name of the past series of limited time gaming related Mountain Dew's Game Fuel. The 5 flavors are Original Dew, Berry Blast, Cherry Burst, Tropical Strike, and Orange Storm. All were released at the same
Tropical
time besides
Strike.
Orange Storm, which saw a release later the same year. This series is tailored to gamers, with it advertising an increase in alertness, accuracy, and also containing vitamins A and B. Each is only available in 16-ounce cans that have a unique opening.
You know what I used to do? I used to get these when I would go to Jewel on my lunch break at work, and I would I would go sit upstairs at the Jewel and eat my fucking like whatever my like $5-6 lunch food would be, and I would play my phone game and sip my phone game being like Gems of War or something like super fucking basic boomer phone game. I'd just be like, oh yeah, my game fuel is getting me so amped up to play fucking Cookie Clicker or whatever the fuck, you know? Just whatever bullshit I'm playing at the time.
that allows for reseals, and a textured exterior for better grip. The newer
Wait. I have grievances with this.
A and B. Each is only available in 16-ounce cans that have a unique opening tab that allows for reseals.
You know what else? You know what else it allows for? It allows for the only way for you to be able to get into your soda to be to claw open the top and then immediately spray yourself with fucking soda. I have never once opened one of these cans and not gotten soda on my hands because you pull up the top and your finger has to be right there. It's not like a regular can where you can like crack it and let the gas come out. You can actually see there is specifically a there's specifically like this little thing that prevents you from opening it. Yeah, this ribbon, you have to break it by pulling up where it says open really hard. And that causes the whole fucking soda, not the whole soda, but it causes a spray of carbonation. And you always get some on your fucking fingers. It's impossible to open that can normally. But yes, you can reseal it.
And a textured exterior for better grip. The newer designs of Game Fuel Charged have dropped the
It barely has a textured grip. Do not listen to this propaganda.
AMP subtitle for unknown reasons.
AMP Game Fuel Charged 0.
Yeah, that's
Mountain Dew
I haven't tried
AMP
these
Game
ones.
Fuel Charged 0 is a sub-series of Mountain Dew AMP Game Fuel Charged.
I have not tried
containing
these two.
2 zero sugar flavors. Those
I
being
should, though.
Watermelon Shock and Raspberry Lemonade, both released in 2020.
Energizing Kickstart.
Mountain Dew Energizing Kickstart is a series containing 16 flavors. This entry will
16?
cover the 8 core flavors of orange citrus, fruit punch, black cherry, limeade, midnight grape, mango lime, original dew, and original dew ultra. Orange citrus and fruit punch were released first in 2013, followed by black cherry and limeade in 2014.
I think I've had all
grape
those.
in 2016, mango lime in 2017, and original dew ultra in 2018. The Kickstart series was created to compete in the energy drink space with its additional caffeine. They initially were split into separate series of daytime and nighttime, but that has since been dropped in the latest design. The series' popularity has even led to several of the flavors receiving international releases. The flavors of fruit punch
I was
and
gonna
limeade
try to
have
read the
received
Arabic
freeze
ones.
versions, orange citrus received a fountain version, and black cherry received both versions. The original Dew Ultra Kickstart is notable as being the only flavor with the Ultra subtitle, used to indicate it being sugar-free. All flavors and
Ultra
versions
means
are currently available
sugar-free.
except all freeze versions, Limeade, which got discontinued in 2017, and Original Dew Ultra, which
No,
got
I've seen the limeade one around. They still have it at Walmart.
discontinued in 2019.
Mango lime. Okay, so
As of
Maybe.
Kickstart's newest design, the energizing subtitle has been dropped.
Below the water.
okay.
Do SA.
Mountain
Oh, you know what? I had
Dew
this.
USA
I had this.
is a
It's good.
patriotic themed flavor, first released in the summer of 2017.
I had this
and
one.
then again
It's
in
good.
the summer of
It's
2021.
decent. It's
both
just
for a
like
limited
somebody
time.
mixed all
Its
three
name
fucking
derives from a play on
flavors.
words of USA. It's a summertime
Thank
release
you.
to coincide with the
Thanks.
holiday of July 4th. The patriotism comes from a combination of whiteout, code red, and voltage, which together form red, white, and blue. There was a similar in concept
got
combo
it.
pack
Got it,
released
thank you.
3 years prior exclusively at Sam's Club, containing the same 3 flavors. There was a
that'd be
supposed
cool.
2020 release set to tie into the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, but with the pandemic came a release a year later.
Kickstart Recharge.
Mountain
Kickstart
Dew
Recharge.
Kickstart Recharge was a sub-series
Oh, I've seen
of
these.
Kickstart containing only 2 flavors, with those being energizing blood orange
I
and
need to taste
energizing
these
blueberry
ones.
pomegranate.
The additional recharge subtitle is added because these two flavors containing 5% juice, antioxidants, vitamin C and E, and a sparkling taste. Both released in 2016 in 12-ounce cans, with blueberry pomegranate getting a 16-ounce upgrade years later, but without the recharge subtitles as of the newest design. Blood Orange was discontinued in 2018, while blueberry pomegranate remains on shelves.
Kickstart Hydrating Boost.
What the fuck is
Mountain
this?
Dew Kickstart
I've seen
Hydrating
these too.
Boost
What the
was
fuck? Why are there so many kinds?
another sub-series of Kickstart containing 4 flavors, with those being Energizing Watermelon, Energizing Raspberry Citrus, Energizing Strawberry Kiwi, and Energizing Pineapple Orange Mango. The additional Hydrating Boost subtitle is added because these 4 flavors containing 10% juice, coconut water,
that's why
and
I've never tried
sparkling
these
taste.
ones.
Pineapple
I
Orange
fucking hate
Mango and
coconut.
Strawberry Kiwi were released together in 2015, Watermelon in 2016, and Raspberry Citrus in 2017. Strawberry Kiwi was discontinued in 2017, Watermelon was discontinued in 2019, and the other 2 remain on store shelves. Each started as 12-ounce cans, but eventually Pineapple Orange Mango and Raspberry Citrus upgraded to 16 ounces, as well as dropping the Hydrating Boost subtitle.
Who makes the decisions about how, like, the size that these things are going to be? And I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why?
Liberty Brew.
Mountain Dew Liberty Brew was a limited edition patriotic theme flavor, similar to Dew SA, but instead has a flavor of 50 fruity flavors
What
in
the
one
fuck?
to coincide with the amount of U.S. states.
That sounds
it was first
gross.
released on Memorial Day 2019, withstood a summertime duration, and then released again in 2020 with a similar limited time. Its release also tied in to the United States promotional campaign.
I hate
the
this.
flavor closely resembles that of a berry-flavored Mountain Dew, with the actual 50 flavors being unknown.
I think the
Merry
50
Mashup.
flavors thing is just
Mountain
a
Dew
marketing
Merry
ploy.
Mashup was a limited edition Christmas-themed cranberry pomegranate flavor released in 2018, 2019, and in 2020. This flavor was the
Oh,
successor to Holiday Brew, another Christmas-themed flavor. Merry Mashup also received
I'm gonna
a
need to try this
2019
one.
7-Eleven Slurpee version.
I'm gonna need to try that.
The Label Series.
The Label series was a trio of
Oh, I
flavors
remember
consisting
these!
of black,
These were good. Oh, these were really good.
white, and green labels. Each was initially test marketed at select colleges, starting with Black Label in 2015,
That
then
one was
officially
really good.
released in 2016, and white and green labels being tested in 2016 with official releases in 2017.
White Label
Black
kinda
Label's
sucked,
flavor
but
was
Green Label
crafted
was
dark
fucking
berry,
amazing.
with the tagline Deeper, Darker, Dew. White Label's flavor was crafted tropical citrus with the tagline Mysteriously Exotic Dew. And the Green Label's flavor was crafted green apple kiwi with the tagline Curiously Daring Dew. Each
These were really, really good. I really liked Mountain Dew Green Label. I hope they bring these ones back.
was released in 16-ounce matte finished cans. Each was discontinued with Green Label first, then White Label, and finally with Black Label.
Damn.
Voodoo.
Mountain Dew Voodoo was a series of limited edition Halloween-themed flavors.
Oh, I tasted
with the
this
first
one. It's the
entry in
mystery flavor.
2019 and its second in 2020, which is usually referred
Oh, I tasted this
to
too,
as
right at the
Voodoo
beginning of the
2.
pandemic.
Each was branded as a mystery flavor, but then later revealed as candy corn for the original Voodoo and fruit candy for Voodoo 2, which most agree means Skittles. 2021 is rumored to continue the series with Voodoo 3, with again another yet to be revealed mystery flavor, but
I hope the mystery flavor will be those caramel apple lollipops.
isn't 100% confirmed.
Sweet Lightning.
Mountain Dew Sweet Lightning is a sweet peach and smooth honey KFC exclusive fountain flavor released in 2019 that is said to be chemically designed to taste best with KFC's menu.
I like
Game
that.
Fuel.
I want to try that.
Mountain Dew Game Fuel was a series started in 2007 where current video games would be promoted on 2 flavors nearly each year. This was except for in 2007 and 2012, where Citrus Cherry would be the only flavor doing the promotion, being for Halo 3 and Halo 4. The Game Fuel promotion...
I am literally drinking Baja Blast right now, Drunk Zeppelin, so I don't know what you want from me. This is Baja Blast. This is sugar-free Baja Blast because I'm on keto.
would usually include codes for double XP or other gaming-related prize
Lemonade. See, Citrus Cherry just means fucking Code Red.
promotions, depending on the year and game. In the years of 2009 and 2011 through 2016, Citrus Cherry would be released alongside a new flavor for a limited time. This is a list of new flavors, starting with World of Warcraft's Alliance Blue in 2009, flavored wild fruit. Then, Modern
Wild
Warfare
fruit.
3's
Stop being so fucking vague. Tell me what the fruit is. Major Melon is bad? I have some in my fridge right now. I bought some for this stream. You're gonna spoil the rest of my drinks? How dare you?
Tropical in 2011, a previous test flavor. Then Rise, Son of Rome's Electrifying Berry in 2013.
Can we talk about how disappointing this game was? Wasn't this game just bad? Or am I misremembering? Berry
another
flavor.
test flavor that revealed Goji,
Goji strawberry? I want to fucking taste that.
to be its actual flavor. Then Advanced Warfare's Lemonade in 2014.
Yeah, that
then
sounds
Black
good.
Ops 3's Berry Lime in 2015, which later received a Slurpee release. Then Titanfall 2's Mango Heat in 2016, a previous test flavor under the name of Mango Habanero. Then in 2017,
Oh, I don't want to drink a mango habanero fucking soda. What the fuck?
saw the first
Mountain
time
Dew, you've
Citrus
gone
Cherry
too
was
far.
neither of the 2 Game Fuel flavors, with this time being Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor's Arctic Burst, a supposed 2006 re-release flavor, and Forza Motorsport 7's Tropical Smash, a previous prototype flavor. The dual flavor / single
I fucking hate the cucumber Gatorade. I was like super fucking sick at home one time and my parents brought me home like the cucumber, the salted cucumber Gatorade. I was like, what are you doing? Why would you do this to me? Disgusting.
Citrus Cherry Game Fuel releases stopped with those 2 flavors, and from there on, the Game Fuel name has been carried on through the Game Fuel Charge series, even though video games aren't promoted in the same way this series did.
I wish they would keep doing
Berry
that shit.
Monsoon.
Berry Monsoon.
Mountain Dew Berry Monsoon is a berry lime flavored Sam's Club exclusive fountain drink.
There you go.
Released in 2018.
There it is.
Berry Monsoon is thought by many to be a rebrand of the 2015 Black Ops 3 Berry Lime Game Fuel because of the color, taste, and formula similarities.
You can go get it.
The
You just
zero
have to
sugar
find
version
Sam's
of Berry
Club.
Monsoon has been leaked online and thought to be released in 2021, though not 100% confirmed.
You can tell he's been working on this
Baja
video for a
Flash
really long
and
time.
Punch. Mountain Dew, Baja Flash, and Punch are 2 flavors that were released alongside Baja
I tried the
Blast
Baja Punch. The Baja Punch is decent. I still have yet to try the Baja Flash, so I'm going to try that one soon.
and Baja Blast Zero Sugar in 2021 for a limited time during the summer season. Each flavor has a similar
Oh,
look
ew, it's
and
pineapple
name to
coconut.
Baja Blast because
Well,
they're
I'll
tropical
do it for
flavors,
science.
with those being Tropical Punch for Baja Punch and Pineapple Coconut for Baja Flash. The 2 flavors, alongside sugar-free and normal Baja Blast, come with codes that are used for the 100 Days of Baja promotion, where $100,000 and other prizes can be won.
Oh,
Baja Punch
really?
and Flash also received tall can releases in 12 packs exclusively
What?
in Canada. There is also a
Canada?
series of room scents under the name Baja Island, with the 3 scents matching the 3 Baja flavors.
But-
Berg.
But why, though? Why would you... You want your house to smell like a Mountain Dew? Here you go, buddy. Okay, I've got my code. We're not doing
Dew
that.
Shine.
That's
Dew Shine was a citrus flavor released in 2015 and discontinued in 2017. The name is a play on words of the alcoholic drink moonshine. Even though it is non-alcoholic, it was the first ever clear Mountain Dew. Dew Shine has a flavor unlike most other flavors because of it not including the usual ingredient of orange juice and its use of real sugar instead of other sweeteners. It released only in 4 packs of 12-ounce glass bottles, along with a later limited release in 25-ounce glass jugs.
Oh, I want that.
Diet Ultraviolet.
Diet Mountain Dew Ultraviolet was a mixed berry flavor released in 2009 for only 3 months.
The flavor was first released at a testing party in New York earlier the same year.
It was the first flavor to have no non-diet counterpart. It saw a return in 2011's
Wait,
Fan
there's
Dew
no
Millennium competition,
Mountain Dew
where it was
Ultraviolet
competing
without it
against
being
others to become
diet?
permanent flavor, but ended up coming in 6th place.
Gross.
Pitch
Why would
Black
you?
2.
Whatever.
Mountain Dew Pitch Black 2 was a sequel to 2004's Pitch Black, released in 2005, only for the Halloween season. Pitch Black 2 used the same formula as the original, with the
Interesting.
addition of a sour bite. Even though it withstood a rather short run, it was promoted at the Nextel Cup Series Banquet 400 in 2005.
Interesting. I want to try
Holiday
that.
Brew.
Mountain Dew Holiday Brew
Okay,
was a limited time Christmas
I have
Eve
an
Mountain
issue
Dew
with
released
this. Your Iceberg doesn't work very well when you mention the deeper level flavors previously in the Iceberg. You're not building suspense.
2017. The flavor was described as a combination of Code Red and Original. This was because the two flavors shared the red and green colors of the holiday. The percentage
Oh, you know what?
of the mix is debated,
I have
but
tasted
most
that.
widely accepted is 60% Code Red, 40% Original. Holiday Brew is only seen once and replaced with Merry Mashup for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Cyclone.
Mountain Dew Cyclone is a citrus punch flavored Speedway.
They're all citrus punch flavors. Every fucking flavor has been a citrus punch flavor. What does that mean? You have to tell me the specific fruits in the punch.
Exclusive fountain drink released in 2019.
I hate
Many
this.
accuse it of being a rebrand of Mountain Dew Sangrita Blast for its similarities in color, taste, and formula. Similar to the accusations Monsoon Berry received regarding a rebranding.
Solar Flare.
Oh, I've had
Mountain
this
Dew
one.
Solar Flare is a tropical punch, 7-Eleven exclusive fountain drink and Slurpee flavor, released in 2014. Its availability has been sporadic, but it has continued to stay within the U.S.,
It
even
just
getting
says
occasional
tropical
releases
punch.
internationally.
You're not going to tell us the flavor? Because it's just a
Goji
fucking
citrus
tropical
strawberry.
punch.
Mountain Dew Goji Citrus Strawberry
I
is a
really
regionally
wanna try
exclusive
that.
fountain drink that was first seen at Jackson's in 2017 and has since expanded to several other convenience stores, gas stations, and restaurants.
Where the fuck is a Jackson's?
Spark.
Mountain Dew Spark was a limited time raspberry lemonade Speedway exclusive flavor released in 2020 for only
Yeah, I've
3
never been
months.
to a
It was
Speedway
notable
either.
for being only in bottles and hot pink in color.
Southern Shock.
Southern
Mountain Dew
Shock.
Southern Shock is a fruit punch fountain drink released in 2020
Southern Shock. It's the flavor of a redneck sticking his fingers up your butthole.
exclusively to the fried chicken fast food chain Bojangles.
I guess I was right.
Mountain Dew Ice was a lemon lime, clear in color flavor.
I remember the
released in
ads for this one.
2018 and discontinued in 2020. Ice came in the standard sizes and even withstood a very short run in fountains until quickly being replaced. Ice also
Yeah.
had a brief release in
It wasn't
Canada
very good.
with an additional exclusive 32-ounce can until being quickly discontinued. Ice was set to re-release with a new design and formula, but it ended up getting cancelled. A sugar-free version was rumored to release after packaging renders surfaced online, but its status remains unconfirmed.
Why can't you just send an email? Like, hey Mountain Dew, I'm doing a very long video on YouTube about your product. I was just wondering, did Mountain Dew Ice Zero Sugar ever release? There are product images online, but I can't seem to find any record of it existing. Did it perhaps get launched in a location that I'm just not familiar with, or like what's up with that? Nah. I don't think Mountain Dew would just tell you to fuck off if you respectfully emailed them asking about their product releases. Like, what?
Ice did see several international releases, with the most recent in India in 2021.
I just like
Later
how
in
it's like
2018,
there's rumors and whispers of Diet Mountain Dew Ice on the wind. It's like, no, you could just
Ice's
ask.
follow-up flavor, Ice Cherry. It was only available for a few months before being discontinued, brought back the next year, and then discontinued again alongside the original Ice.
Citrus cherry.
Ooh.
Mountain Dew Citrus Cherry is a flavor that originally started in the Game Fuel promotion, where it was released for limited time on and off during the years of 2007 through 2016, with the exception of 2008.
Was
and
this one for?
2010.
Oh, this
It
was for
first
Halo
released
4.
under the name of Game Fuel in 2007, with Halo 3 branding, starting in 2000.
Imagine how much the Halo 2 and 3 fucking Mountain Dews would be if you had a sealed can. Imagine.
9, it was released every year alongside
Damn,
a
I
new
kinda wanna
flavor,
play Halo
which would
2 now.
both be called Game Fuel. Citrus Cherry was branded to whatever game was being promoted until 2014, where instead of leaving shelves like the new seasonal Game Fuel flavor, it dropped the limited edition label and changed to a promotionless permanent Game Fuel Citrus Cherry. Throughout Citrus Cherry's life, it went through
I don't
several
think I ever
changes,
had this
such
one.
as being called Horde Red to coincide with World of Warcraft, formula differences, regaining promotions temporarily, dropping the Game Fuel title, becoming an Arby's exclusive fountain flavor, receiving a freeze version, receiving international releases, and becoming an Amazon exclusive year-round
I
flavor.
can't believe
The
I have
product
not
was
had this
re-released
one.
and discontinued several times in several places, but it is now thought to be a present flavor that is regionally exclusive.
Spiked.
Mountain Dew Spiked was a
Oh, I've
series
had
containing
these.
only 2 flavors, Spiked Lemonade and Spiked Raspberry Lemonade.
These
both
were really
released
good.
in 2017. Contrary to the name,
I brought these to work. I was drinking one of these at work, and my manager pulled me into the hallway and was like, "Seamus, you know you can't drink booze at work, right?" And I was like, "This is a Mountain Dew. This is not an alcoholic drink, guys."
they're non-alcoholic. The actual reason behind the name is they are both spiked with prickly pear cactus juice. The Spiked name caused a slight bit of controversy, enough to where Canada changed the name to Mountain Dew Extra, most likely because of the potential confusion. Each
Just ask.
was released in a 16-ounce can, with lemonade also receiving a fountain and freeze version. All versions of Spiked have been discontinued.
Oh yeah, they were 2 for $2 at the time, so I would grab like 4. Yeah, basically. I was like drinking it and my manager was like, "Seamus, you can't." It wasn't that she saw the can and was like, "Oh my god, Seamus, you can't have booze." It was like I had it and I opened it and I was like, "Hey, you want some Spiked Mountain Dew?" And she was like, "Oh." So it was just my phrasing, because phrasing. But I did have to show her the can. But also, she used to work at like a nightclub, so I think her brain was just already
Typhoon.
at like workers drinking on shift, even though we're not a nightclub.
Mountain Dew Typhoon was a tropical
I've never had
punch
this
flavor
one. I
first
really want this
introduced
one.
in 2009's Democracy 2, where it was competing to become a permanent flavor against whiteout and distortion.
Wait a minute.
Typhoon was a tropical punch flavor first introduced in 2009's Democracy 2, where it was competing to become a permanent flavor against whiteout and distortion, ultimately losing to whiteout. It saw a re-release as one of the 3 flavors.
I
back to
thought
the
I
popular
heard-
Demand for a limited time
Never
in
mind.
2011. The other 2 flavors being Pitch Black and Supernova. Typhoon was first known as Cyclone during its test flavor beginnings. It also received a freeze version in 2013 at Taco Bell. A diet version also
Whiteout was
existed in
good.
2010's Fan Dumonium promotion, but it came in 5th place and never received a store release.
There was a supposed Slurpee release. Just email 7-Eleven and I don't know, man.
Distortion.
Mountain Dew Distortion was a lime flavor first introduced in 2009's Dew-mocracy 2, where it was competing to become a permanent flavor against Whiteout and Typhoon, ultimately losing to Whiteout. Distortion was first known as
I kind of want to
Outburst
try
during
that.
its test flavor beginnings. It also received a freeze version in 2013 at Taco Bell. A diet version also existed in 2010's Fan-Dumonium promotion, but it came
What
in
the
8th
hell?
place and never received a store release.
Supernova.
Mountain Dew Supernova.
I haven't
was
tried
a
this one
strawberry
either.
melon flavor first introduced in 2008's Dew-mocracy promotion, where it was competing to become a permanent flavor against Voltage and Revolution, ultimately losing to Voltage. Supernova saw several re-releases, first being one of 3 flavors backed by popular Dew Mand for a limited time in 2011.
Popular
the other 2
Dew
flavors
Mand.
being Pitch Black and Typhoon. Second being Canada's Dew-mocracy promotion in 2013, where it's competing against Whiteout, Code Red, and Voltage, again losing to Voltage. It returned again for Canada's backed by popular Dew Man promotion in 2014, where this time there would be a
Voltage
competition
is
between 3 previous
okay.
losing flavors.
Voltage
Supernova.
is probably one of my least favorite of the core extra flavors. Because, like, in my mind, there's regular, Code Red, Voltage, Whiteout, Live Wire, and that's pretty much it. And Voltage is kind of the most basic. Like, it's, I don't know, Voltage is fine. It's not exceptional.
Lost again. This
I
time
like
to
Code Red.
The flavor would return in Denmark for a year, and in Finland permanently, both having the same Supernova name, but a new raspberry lemon flavor and new orange color, contrary to the original's magenta color. A diet version of Supernova was also part of the Fan-Dumonium promotion, where it was of the 2 finalists who received store releases for the public to choose the
That-
winner. Diet Supernova
Yeah, I don't
won,
like it.
but was discontinued shortly after.
Cake Smash.
What the
Mountain Dew
fuck?
Cake Smash was a birthday cake flavor released in 2021 to coincide with Mountain Dew's 80th birthday. The flavor was only available through the Dew Do-Over Sweepstakes promotion on Twitter, where
What?
in order to enter, you need to tweet about a 2020 party fail and include the hashtags Do-Do-Over and Sweepstakes. On July 2nd, 2021, select winners were chosen and sent 2 cans each for free. Shortly after the winner,
What? What? You... What? Why?
received their 2 cans. It was announced that Cake Smash would be available in 6-packs on the Dew store, alongside prizes for the first 250 orders. The limited supply
The Dew
and
store? The Dew store. The Dew store. Are... What? It... What? What the fuck? No, I'm not gonna fucking buy this goddamn shirt. What? I might buy this shirt. This shirt's nice. Ooh. Ooh hoo hoo hoo. Okay, boys. I might have to get me some Mountain Dew crystal leggings. If I become a Mountain Dew sponsored streamer, do you think they'll send me like 3 outfits worth of fucking Mountain Dew merchandise and like require me to wear them on every stream? Because I would. Oh, if that... Oh, man. Look at the fucking belt buckle. No. No. This is not real. This is not an actual product that exists. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually joking? Yeah, it's just camouflage, but it's exclusive fucking Mountain Dew branded camouflage items. I'm already wearing camo. But it's like there is a officially licensed and branded Mountain Dew onesie. How did we get here? The Dew store. The fucking Dew store. First of all, we didn't even know that there was a Dew store. Oh man, this is terrible. I do really like the Mountain Dew camo trucker hat as well. Baja Blast beach towel. Now they're just shitposting. This is shitposting. Are you... The Mountain Dew body pillow. The Mountain Dew body pillow. Mikey, I'm not buying merch. The only corporation, the only beverage company that I'm willing to suck this much dick of is Monster Energy. And I am a Monster Energy shareholder. So it's, you know, giving myself a little bit of a reach around in a proverbial sense. Let us check the melon merch, shall we? There's only 4 melon merch. We saw all the melon merch. Fucking lame. What? You don't even have your own website for fucking Mountain Dew? Are you joking? You don't even have your own website for Mountain Dew. Alright, what do we got for flavors over here? Variety pack. Garbage. None of this is groundbreaking. Oh, they have Frostbite. They have Frostbite. I've never tasted Frostbite. Wait, the Black Cherry Kickstart? Here. They have the Black Cherry Kickstart. It's the first one. Oh, they don't have the Black Cherry Kickstart. It's canceled. Pack of 18. Holy shit. What the fuck, dude? I cannot believe there is a $100 Mountain Dew body pillow. Do you think anyone unironically bought the Mountain Dew body pillow? Okay, we were already here earlier in the stream. Okay, Black Cherry, here you go. There you go, you can get it on Amazon. They just don't have the mango. You can even subscribe and save. 12 of them. 12 of them for 14 bucks? Dude, that is cheap. Wait, where's the Cake Smash? I do not see it. Wait, what is this? 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 Oh my god. Ugh. Is this gonna get me copyright claimed? Oh, it's gonna deafen you all. That's what it's gonna do. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Where can I buy it? It's not available. It's not available. Products, Mountain Dew Cake Smash. Nope, 404, they don't make it anymore. That was fucking fast. Yeah. That is insane. Okay. So yeah, you can get the Kickstart Black Cherry on Amazon. Are you sure about that? You're sure that it's available? Because it is not. It's not. Yeah. This is cursed.
Of the store release caused a bit of controversy from fans, combined with the fact that partying in 2020 during a pandemic was the topic of the sweepstakes. It caused several fans to be upset over Cake Smash and its strange release.
I'm upset. I am upset over Cake Smash and its strange release. And not because of the fucking pandemic, but because you released a cake-flavored soda and you won't sell it to me. And you won't put it in stores. And you have a body pillow. Fuck that.
Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash is a blue raspberry and blackberry Applebee's exclusive flavor released in
Applebee's exclusive? I need to go to Applebee's. I'm already wanting to go to Applebee's. So my boyfriend and I, we want to go to each of the, I don't know what you would call this genre. I've just been referring to it as generic mass-produced chain restaurant food. So like Red Robin, Chili's, Applebee's, Longhorn Steakhouse, Cheesecake Factory, like all of those. We want to go to all of them because I've never been to any of those. So Applebee's is coming up, so you better still be there because I'll fucking fight. I will fight the staff if this is not available.
2021.
Wait, really?
Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash is a blue raspberry and blackberry Applebee's exclusive flavor released in 2021.
It just got released. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go to Applebee's like this week or next week and I'm gonna taste this and I'm gonna experience the mid-Berg.
Deep water.
Atomic Blue.
Mountain Dew Atomic Blue is a come-and-go exclusive fountain flavor described as electrifying lemonade.
We only have like one come and go in all of Chicago.
Berry Twister.
Mountain Dew Berry Twister is a Canadian Circle K exclusive fountain and freeze flavor released in 2020, described in French as a berry
come and go or berry twister.
Tornado.
I got it. I get it. They're both pretty bad.
MDX.
Mountain Dew MDX was a flavor released in 2005.
Oh my god, it's so
marketed
green.
as an energy soda that only lasted until 2007. Its actual flavor is similar to that of original, but differentiates itself by including several new ingredients that together form the Power Pack. The Power Pack consists of maltodextrin.
It does look like Hulk piss. Wait, is this the genesis of Monster Energy?
Ginseng, taurine, D-ribose, and guarana, all included for their energy-boosting qualities. The Power Pack was also paired with higher amounts of caffeine. MDX also received a sugar-free version, which only lasted till 2006. During its test flavor phase,
If you're reading this, then you have agreed to become an official participant in the Mountain Dew X Variant 516 beta test. You are part of a select group in the gaming world, and we appreciate your participation in this project.
In 16-ounce cans. It went under the name of Mountain Dew X. MDX was exclusive to only bottles, initially Sidekick bottles, the first ever flavor to do so. Once sugar-free MDX was dropped, the design changed to the standard bottle shape.
I want
Dark
that.
berry.
Mountain Dew Dark Berry was a limited time mixed berry flavor released in 2012. It was released to promote the 2012 Batman film, The Dark Knight Rises.
The name is an obvious play on the title of the film's protagonist, The Dark Knight.
Each bottle and 12-pack also included codes to be used on the DewGothamCity.com for exclusive content. Darkberry also saw releases in Denmark and Iceland with the same Batman promotion, and also in the Philippines as a non-promotional flavor exclusive to 7-Eleven, and also in Romania as a non-promotional flavor with a completely different look.
Why is it purple?
Johnson City Gold.
Mountain Dew Johnson City Gold
What?
was a lemon lime malt flavor released in
Malt? Lemon lime malt? Ugh.
2012 and discontinued the following year. The distinct flavor was based on the original creator's special malt mix that they had made for special occasions, and the name is a reference to the town Mountain Dew was first bottled in. The drink's flavor, combined with can design, led many to think it was alcoholic, which led to a non-alcoholic tagline included on the front. Before its official release, it went through a testing period where fans could choose a name and design, and the winning design would be the can's official look. Then later, after its release, fans were asked again to choose a new name and design, and this time the top 6 flavors received regional releases. Each of the 6 had a unique region-specific design and name.
Imagine if you wanted to just fucking collect like one mint can of every flavor of Mountain Dew. The Mountain Dew Company is making that so fucking hard.
Those being Gold Mountain Malt, Miner's Malt, Liberty Malt, Rusted Malt, Great Plains Gold, and Southern Gold.
You would need one of each of those. You would have to travel the world constantly collecting Mountain Dew. This is a nightmare situation. No one has a complete Mountain Dew collection. No one.
Passion Fruit Frenzy.
Mountain Dew Passion Fruit Frenzy is a passion fruit and
I
citrus
want
New
that.
Zealand exclusive flavor released in 2012.
Fucking New Zealand exclusive. This is why it's impossible to complete the Mountain Dew collection. You have to go to fucking New Zealand and get the fucking passion fruit flavor.
Mango Heat.
Okay, fuck
Mountain
Mango
Dew
Heat.
Mango Heat
No one
is
wants
one of the
this shit.
previously discussed game fuel flavors that is unique for having a rare solo re-release. In 2017, a year after its Titanfall 2 game fuel release, Mango Heat saw a limited time Canadian release exclusive to 32-ounce cans without any gaming promotion.
I love how they're speculating that there could have been a Tallboy release, but the photo is like just actual dog shit.
Revolution.
Mountain Dew Revolution was a wild berry fruit flavor first introduced in 2008's Dewmocracy promotion, where it was competing to become a permanent flavor against Voltage and Supernova, ultimately losing the Voltage. Revolution was only seen again through the previously mentioned throwback promotional website as a secret stash prize, and also saw a supposed fountain release in the Philippines, but little is known about it. A 2021 return was thought to happen after a promotional poster surfaced online but was quickly confirmed fake.
Ah.
Violet.
Mountain Dew Violet was a great flavor released in 2019 exclusively in Japan. The
What the fuck?
flavor was quickly discontinued the following year, 2020.
I want that though.
Mountain Dew Vibe is a lemon fountain flavor exclusive to the sandwich restaurant chain Witch Witch, released in 2021.
Where the fuck is a Witch Witch? Excuse me? Oh, there's one. There's one. There's a fucking witch. Where are you, witch? Oh, you're all the way in the fucking loop by Millennium Park? Yeah, let me let me just make a quick fucking trip down there, why don't I? Jesus Christ.
Kickstart Energizing Grape.
Yes, I have
Mountain Dew
to.
Kickstart Energizing Grape is a Japanese exclusive Kickstart flavor released in 2018. The flavor is only
Why do you do
available in
this?
12-ounce ribbed cans instead of normal 16.
Ribbed. So I'm supposed to put this one up my ass, is what you're telling me.
16-ounce US Kickstarts. It is unconfirmed if the flavor is the same as Energizing Kickstart Midnight Grape.
Why does
which
the
also
can look like shit?
received a recent name change to Kickstart Grape, making similarities even closer.
Amp Energy Drink.
Mountain Dew Amp Energy Drink is a series of 4 past Amp Energy flavors that in 2019 received a Mountain Dew rebranding. The flavors include Original, Cherry Blast, Strawberry Limeade, and Tropical Punch. The rebranding was Pepsi's
Yeah.
response to the low
I had a couple
popularity of
amps
Amp
before
Energy, and the new name allowed the old flavors to be revitalized under a more successful brand. All 4 have nearly identical designs and no flavor or name differences besides the tagged-on Mountain Dew branding. The
Yeah.
original can be found in most areas.
I
Cherry
tasted
and
those
Strawberry
before they
Limeade
went
are regionally available,
discontinued.
and almost nothing is known about Tropical Punch's availability or existence in general.
Sangrita Blast.
Oh, okay.
Mountain
Okay.
Dew Sangria.
So you'll go to the Mountain Dew, the PepsiCo partners website to check for the fucking Mountain Dew tropical bullshit amp drink, but you won't check for the other flavors of Mountain Dew. Okay.
Blast was a Taco Bell exclusive fountain citrus punch flavor, first released in 2013 and again in 2015 in
But also you've mentioned it like 4 times already on the Iceberg.
cans and bottles for a limited summertime release. 2015 was also the year Sangrita Blast received a freeze version, also exclusive to Taco Bell.
I've also
but
had
got
this, and it's not that
discontinued
good.
Quickly. Then in 2017, the fountain version got replaced by Mountain Dew Spiked Lemonade and never saw another release until a supposed 2021 fountain run, first seen on Reddit, but is considered a mislabel.
Pepsi Spire Flavors.
The
Pepsi
fuck?
Spire Flavors is a series of Mountain Dew mixture flavors available in Pepsi Spire machines. The
What?
machines were first seen in 2014 and have since become widespread and available in several varieties. They were obviously made to compete against Coca-Cola's Freestyle machines, which both have a concept of a deluxe drink fountain with advanced mixing options. The Pepsi Spire machine has a feature of combining FlavorWorks flavor shots in order to create unique flavors. The flavor shot options depend on location, but the complete roster includes
The
cherry,
fuck is
vanilla,
a flavor
lemon,
shot?
strawberry, lime, grape, peach, and raspberry. Regular and Diet Mountain Dew are the only flavors available and are combinable with these shots, leading to unique, nameless flavors.
I need to find one of
Courageous
those now.
Sherbet.
Courageous Sherbert. That is my magical girl name. When I get isekai'd... Okay, I'm gonna have to go to Five Guys. When I get isekai'd into a fucking magical girl anime, my magical girl name will be Magical Girl Courageous Sherbert. That is...
Mountain Dew Game Fuel Courageous Sherbet is a Game Fuel rainbow sherbet flavor that ties in the gamer Courage JD that was released in 2021. A sugar-free version also released as well. This is similar to Game Fuel's collaboration with Optic Gaming
He's not even
and
drinking
Dr.
it.
Disrespect, but this time has a unique flavor. The flavor became available to buy online on Game Fuel's official website, where you could purchase by case but quickly sold out. It is currently unknown if there will be a store release. The flavor fits the same look as the Game Fuel
I wanna
Charged
taste
series, but
it.
doesn't contain the actual word charged, unlike all the others.
The fuck?
Bottom of the Berg.
Foreign Game Fuels.
Foreign game fuels. There have been 3 instances of countries other than the US receiving exclusive Game Fuel variants. First in 2012 with Game Fuel Raspberry Citrus in the UK. The exclusive flavor promoted Halo 4.
Why are there like 3 different voices on this video?
Similar to the US's Citrus Cherry, promoting the same game in the same year.
It was only released in bottles, which each promoted a chance to visit the Halo 4 HQ. Raspberry Citrus was discontinued the following year, 2013. The next exclusive foreign game fuel was 2015's European Game Fuel.
That's just
Cherry.
Code Red
It is
Mountain Dew.
unknown whether this flavor was different from the US's Citrus Cherry, besides a different flavor description. Game Fuel Cherry was first released in the Netherlands and Denmark, then in Sweden and Norway the following year. Sweden's version went under the name of Game Blast instead of Game Fuel. There were 500 milliliter bottle and 330 milliliter can releases, which have all been discontinued. The final exclusive foreign game fuel was in India in 2016. Simply titled.
Come on, bro, just let me pat your thigh.
The final exclusive foreign game fuel was in India in 2016. Simply titled Game Fuel.
Electric
Little is known
chemistry.
about the actual flavor, but what is known is it was released above the Indian gaming event called.
Little is known. We couldn't just ask someone what it tasted like.
Arena. It saw 600 milliliter Sidekick bottle and 250 milliliter can releases, and the drink was green in color. The flavor was discontinued after 1 year on shelves.
Like, couldn't you just go on Reddit or Twitter or something and be like, hello, Indian people. I'm looking for Mountain Dew Game Fuel, this bottle, this color. One of you must remember it being in stores and drinking it. Please tell me what the flavor was.
Restaurant exclusive fountain/freezes.
That can't be that hard.
Restaurant exclusive fountain/freezes. There have been several fountain and freeze flavors
That's Sangria
exclusive
Blast.
to large and small chain restaurants as part of a small-time collaboration with Mountain Dew. These flavors/freezes are grouped together because of their lack of a unique logo. Several of these flavors are simply mixes of original and other ingredients instead of unique formulas. This group includes, in no particular order, Dew Iced, a Cold Stone Creamery exclusive, limited time
It's
smoothie
just Mountain
released
Dew.
in 2007, flavored after original. Mountain Dew Coolada, a Dunkin' Donuts exclusive
It's
slushie
just...
released in
Oh, you know what they had at Dunkin' Donuts that they only had for a couple months? They had Mountain Dew, or no, I'm sorry, they had Monster Energy Kool-Aid. Let me Google this. Dunkin' Donuts Monster Energy. Yeah, the Energy Punch. West Palm Beach. No, I'm in the fucking Midwest. I'm not in New England. It was blue raspberry or strawberry, and this shit was strong. Oh my god, was this shit strong. Like, what the fuck? Oh, here we go. Nationwide. Oh, what the fuck? Metro New York will offer Dunkin' Energy Punch powered by NOS? Yo, what the fuck? That's how you die. Just take an energy drink and just throw more energy drink on top of it. Oh, fuck, what have I done? The abyss, oh no.
was quickly started. That was only the 2002.
Here we go.
In no particular order. Dew Iced.
I go to a random point in the video and just see Hitler did nothing wrong.
Creamery exclusive, limited time smoothie released in 2007, flavored after original. Mountain Dew Coolada, a Dunkin' Donuts exclusive slushie released in 2011, flavored after original and only available for a single year. Mountain Dew Freeze, an A&W exclusive limited time freeze released in 2015, flavored after original. Mountain Dew Extreme Pomegranate, a Villa Pizza exclusive flavor released in 2014 that was only available for a single year. Mountain Dew Electric Apple, another Villa Pizza exclusive flavor released in 2013
that is how you get got.
that got
Ooh,
its start in the infamous Dub the Dew competition
Oh,
in
no.
2012, where fans were asked to choose a name for the upcoming Villa Pizza exclusive flavor. The competition was quickly hijacked by 4chan, resulting in the top names being Hitler Did Nothing Wrong,
Gushing Granny, yep.
Apple, amongst many other names of the same nature. The competition was quickly shut down.
Oh.
Mountain Dew Apple was the final decided name. Later
We let the internet try to pick the name. Do you think that's a good idea? No. What do we name it? Mountain Dew Apple. Just get it out of here. It's over. It's done. Mountain Dew Apple. Gushing Granny. Oh no! Oh, the timeline in which they actually named it Mountain Dew Fapple and fucking Chris Chan switched away from Fanta. No. If Chris Chan got to make a flavor of Mountain Dew.
changed to Electric Apple 1 full year later.
Electric
Mountain Dew
Apple.
Cherry Fusion.
You know how our naming convention is like Code Red, Voltage, Pitch Black? I don't think we can get away with just having a Mountain Dew Apple. Well, we can't ask the internet again. Electric Apple. Just get it. I don't care about this flavor.
A Wiener Schnitzel exclusive fountain flavor released in 2009 that
Cherry
was only
Fusion.
available for a single year. Mountain Dew Dugarita, an alcoholic version of original, mixed with tequila, exclusive to Red Lobster,
Dugarita.
released in 2020. Mountain Dew.
I need to go to Red Lobster. Red Lobster is on my restaurant list to go to. I'm gonna get the Dugarita.
AM, a Taco Bell exclusive limited time flavor released in 2012. The flavor was simply a mix of original and Tropicana orange juice. It was only available on Taco Bell's breakfast menu. Orange Mango Dew, a Taco John's exclusive
Okay.
limited time flavor released in
Where the fuck is there a Taco John's?
2016 that was only available for a single year. Mountain Dew Cherry, a Pizza Hut exclusive flavor released in 2013.
Are you sure it's
And
not
then
just
3
Code Red?
Applebee's exclusive flavors, including Mountain Dew Orange and Mountain Dew Triple Berry in 2015, being flavored berry lime. Both were only available a single year. The third was Berry Burst in 2017, a raspberry lime flavor.
Stop making
Blue
so many
Shock.
weird fucking...
Mountain Dew Blue Shock is a raspberry citrus flavor.
I remember
first
this ad.
introduced in Slurpee form exclusively to
Not
7-Eleven
available in Hawaii.
2002. After its initial 30-day run, the name was updated to Blue Shock Freeze. The flavor was also released
Shock
in Canada in
Freeze.
Slurpee and also fountain form.
I've
which
had the
both got
Slurpee.
discontinued except for in 2019 where the Slurpee version returned. The flavor has also received bottled releases through several foreign democracies.
What if at the end of this video, he's just like, I made all this up. None of these flavors were real. I made up all this fucking lore. And I'm just like, I remember that one. I remember that one. And then he's like, it was all fucking fake.
First in 2014 in Malaysia, where it competed against Pitch Black and Livewire and won. Then, in 2016 in Pakistan, where it competed against Pitch Black and lost. And again in 2016, this time in the Philippines against Livewire, this time in a smaller bottle, where no winner was announced. And
Sorry, I'm
both
bumping.
were
Oh god, I'm
discontinued.
bumping the mic.
Adrenaline.
Mountain
Shit.
Dew Adrenaline was an international collaboration flavor with the energy drink Adrenaline in 2010. There was no description of the flavor, but it was yellow/green in color and was described as a sweet, fruity taste. It was only available in Poland, Romania, and Norway. It included the ingredients of taurine, guarana, ginseng, vitamins B2 and B12, and additional caffeine to be more of an energy drink than normal soda. Adrenaline released in several can sizes and unique black tinted 850 milliliter bottles. The flavor was discontinued in 2015 and never saw another release.
AMP UK.
Mountain Dew Amp. was an energy drink variant released only in the United Kingdom in 2013. The flavor was equivalent to the US's first AMP energy flavor, also being citrus flavored. This flavor was released by soft drink company Britvic under the license of PepsiCo. The 500 milliliter can's design contained a large Mountain Dew logo in order to ride the success of the popular soda, with it being an up-and-coming energy drink. The US's citrus AMP also contained a Mountain Dew logo, but is less obvious than the UK's. Mountain Dew AMP was officially discontinued in 2017 in order for them to focus on AMP Cherry Blast.
Max Air.
Max Air.
Mountain Dew Max Air
What
was
the
a series
fuck?
of Japanese exclusive flavors.
Oh, of
that first
course they
started
were.
with Max Air in 2007, Max Air 2 in 2008, and Max Air 3 in 2009.
Have you ever known a soda to not only get a sequel, but become a trilogy? What the fuck, Japan?
Each tasted similar to original, but had slightly tweaked formulas, different with each release, and all had added carbonation. Max Air 1, 2, and 3 only withstood a year-long release each. There were no new Max Airs for 4 years until 2014. A new Max Air was released only in 600 milliliter bottles, with no number and no indication if the flavor was different. Like its predecessor, 2014's Max Air left shelves after a single year.
Why does he say everything so ominously? Like, it's not that serious, buddy.
Kryptonite Ice and Arctic Burst.
Kryptonite Ice and Arctic Burst were two limited edition Slurpee flavors released in 2006 to promote the film Superman Returns. They were only available for the summertime around the movie's release. There were three
It was only available for a single year.
collectible cups and one S logo cup that tied into the Slurpee's release. The flavors were thought to be mango citrus for Kryptonite Ice and watermelon honeydew for Arctic Burst, though that
Ooh.
remains unconfirmed.
Darth Dew.
Darth Dew was a limited edition grape Slurpee 7-Eleven exclusive flavor released in 2005 to promote Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, only for the summer. The name is an obvious play on the name of the classic villain, Darth Vader. The
Thank
flavor
you.
was described as inspired by Pitch Black. There were 4 collectible cups with Darth Vader lids and a Yoda mug, which all coincided with the flavor.
Thank you.
Pandemonium flavors.
Fandemonium Flavors was a group of 8 flavors competing against each other in 2010 to become a permanent diet flavor. The winner was decided by fans filling out bracket-style surveys to choose the winner. Or, if you were lucky enough, you could get sent a testing pack cooler containing all 8 flavors in prototype cans to test for
put
yourself.
all of them in the
8
stores.
flavors were Diet Distortion, Diet Supernova, Diet Typhoon, Diet Whiteout, Diet Voltage, Diet Ultraviolet, and most notably, Diet Crave and Diet Flare, which never saw prior releases
What?
in any form. And this campaign was their premiere. Diet Crave, a previous prototype flavor, was flavored green apple, and Diet Flare was flavored berry citrus. The final votes ended with Diet Supernova and Diet Voltage.
This is my new political ideology, is Mountain Dew tribalism. You form a tribe around which flavor of Mountain Dew you like, and you go to war with every other tribe. That's it. That's how we're running the world now.
Being the finalists, with Diet Supernova taking the final win.
Doritos and lemonade with
Doritos? Doritos. If this is a fucking Dorito flavored Mountain Dew, I'm gonna throw something. I'm not gonna deal with this.
Ginger. Mountain Dew, Doritos, and lemonade with ginger.
No.
The 2 test flavors available
No,
at select
no.
colleges across the U.S. in 2014. Doritos was named and flavored off of Doritos chips.
I hate it here. Why? Why would you do that? Doritos. Oh my god. It's like some fucking ooh-woo bullshit cat boy named the fucking soda.
with the taste described as liquid nacho cheese, which received mixed reactions. There was a third test flavor of mango habanero, which of course received official releases years later, unlike the other two. Pepsi later released a statement stating Doritos, lemonade with ginger, and mango habanero were released from the Dew Flavor Vault with the purpose of giving fans a voice in determining future flavors.
Pepsi Fusion flavors.
What?
Pepsi Fusion Flavors was a series of 8 untitled fountain flavors that were available in Pepsi Fusion fountain machines. The 8 flavors were strawberry, wildberry, cherry, lime, lemon,
Take a better picture.
raspberry, orange, and grape. This fountain machine was the predecessor to the earlier mentioned Pepsi Spire machine, similar in concept as well, with the idea of mixing fruit-flavored Mountain Dew variations to achieve endless combinations. The Pepsi Fusion flavors are commonly thought to be early test versions of future flavors, but that is loosely based on the basic fruit titles. This particular roster of flavors is no longer available, but virtually identical to the modern-day Pepsi Spire flavors.
Great.
Jumpstart Citrus.
Mountain Dew Jumpstart Energizing Citrus.
What? I thought it was called Kickstart.
Is a Finnish exclusive Kickstart flavor released in 2020. The Jumpstart series is only available in Finland and is identical to the rest of the world's Kickstart series, only different in name and the fact they have the exclusive citrus flavor.
Electric Charge Freeze.
Mountain Dew Electric Charge Freeze is a sour lemonade freeze flavor released in 2014. The flavor has been spotted at several locations, such as 7-Eleven, Sheetz, Circle K, and Target. There was a rumored future fountain release, but that remains unconfirmed.
Thin Ice Freeze.
Thin
Mountain
Ice
Dew
Freeze.
Thin Ice was a freeze flavor released in 2009.
Is it sugar-free or
exclusive
diet or
to
something?
7-Eleven, but in later years spread to other convenience stores. The flavor
Dragon
was described
fruit?
as infused with dragon fruit, acai, and pomegranate. The flavor even strangely got a lip balm release, similar to how
What?
the core flavors did.
What? Why? Okay. I guess I want that. I guess.
Despite its obscure nature. Despite a 7-year availability, Thin Ice Freeze was discontinued in 2016.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cold Fusion Freeze.
Mountain Dew Cold Fusion Freeze was a cherry lime freeze flavor released in 2013. It was available at Sheetz and other convenience stores. The label art was decided by Dew Lab members. Cold Fusion Freeze was only available for 3 years. With
Every fourth fucking soda is cherry lime flavored.
Discontinued in 2016.
The Abyss. Oh no. Mountain Dew fucking cursed tentacle flavor. It's the Cthulhu flavor. You drink it.
Energizing Orange Cranberry Kickstart.
What?
Mountain Dew Energizing Orange Cranberry Kickstart was a canceled Kickstart flavor that was planned to release alongside others in 2016, but never hit shelves despite being on several distributor sites. Even
Interesting.
now, there were even several produced and given only to PepsiCo employees.
Sport.
Mountain Dew Sport, released in
What the fuck
1989
is
and
this?
discontinued in 1991, was a sports drink thought to include additional ingredients to aid athletic activity. It was regionally released, thought to only be available in Alabama. It came in diet and 2-calorie varieties.
Okay.
Happy
Alright.
Dew Year.
Mountain Dew
I
Happy
hate
Dew Year
this.
was a canceled flavor planned for release in December of 2019, leading into 2020. According to leaked images, it was thought to be exclusively peach flavored. There was supposedly a mention of the upcoming flavor on Pepsi's Pepcoin website, but that remains unconfirmed. Once 2019 came and went and Happy Dew Year was nowhere to be found, distributors were contacted and cancellation was confirmed.
Aww.
Kickstart Strawberry Lemonade and Wild Peach.
Kickstart
That sounds
Strawberry,
good.
Lemonade, and Wild Peach were 2 leaked future Kickstart flavors that were first found on Pepsi's Smart Label website in June of 2020. Their can design and ingredient listing is the only
want
information
those.
known. Whether or not they will have an official release is unknown. They contain the energizing tagline similar to the early Kickstarts, but with the energizing Kickstart receiving a recent design and name change, it is unlikely they will keep the energizing subtitles if they ever end up coming out.
Flavors 286 and 648.
Flavors number 286 and number 648 were two of the 7 prototype flavors sent to
Okay.
Dew Labs members in 2009 to test out future candidates in the second Democracy. Flavors number 286 and number 648 were special because they have not yet been turned into official flavors, unlike the other 5. Those
Okay.
5s consist of flavor 722, which ended up becoming Diet Crave, one of the Pandemonium losing flavors in 2011. Flavor 736, which became Game Fuel Tropical Smash in 2017, and then flavors 231, 493, and 509 ended up being Distortion, Whiteout, and Typhoon, who of course
Okay.
ended up the 3 nominees. Flavor number 286 was described as pineapple flavored, while flavor number 648 was described as watermelon.
Interesting.
Red.
I wonder if that is actually the melon flavor I have in my fridge and the pineapple Baja whatever that's out right now.
Mountain Dew Red was a flavor released in 1988 for a single year only in Alabama. The actual flavor was described only as fruit flavored. This flavor is known for being
It's
the
a fruit
first
punch.
Mountain Dew variation flavor ever, even getting a diet version despite it being already obscure.
I like that.
Dew Fuel.
Dew Fuel.
Dew Fuel was a unique variant of Mountain Dew released in 2002 and discontinued in 2007. It was exclusive to Canada and marketed as a natural health product instead of a soft drink. The reason behind this was Canada health regulations only allowed for caffeine in dark-colored soft drinks such as colas.
What? So you can't have a light-colored soda with fucking caffeine in it in Canada? That's dumb.
Originally named Mountain Dew Energy until retitled in 2006 to Dew Fuel. It also came in a sugar-free version.
Flavor 528.
Flavor number 528 was a prototype flavor from 2012. It was won via a competition hosted by Mountain Dew called the Dew Dorm-Off. Little is known, but it looked to be a competition where you would enter an image of a Mountain Dew-themed dorm, and whoever won would receive an exclusive flavor. The winner took to Reddit to describe the flavor as tropical dum-dum tasting.
I want
Only
that.
one is confirmed to exist.
Ah, you idiot. Why would you
Grape.
drink it?
Mountain Dew Grape was a Japan-exclusive flavor available in 2011
You've
through
already mentioned
2012.
this one.
Grape was only known for being found in vending machines in 12-ounce cans.
Extreme.
You already mentioned
Mountain
this
Dew
one.
Extreme was a flavor exclusive to the country of Kuwait in 2009.
Kuwait?
Later, it was thought to spread to other Middle Eastern countries such as Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Oman, Qatar, and more. It's very similar to Pitch Black in appearance and in flavor, with it being yet again another grape-flavored Mountain Dew. In 2017, Honduras released a Mountain Dew named Extreme as well, through a competition comparable to a Democracy. It is not thought to be a re-release, but instead a rebranded Voltage. Extreme eventually got discontinued and has never seen another release.
Golden Lime.
Ooh.
Mountain Dew Golden Lime is
Oh,
a
it's
Japan-exclusive flavor released in 1986 for a single year. There is almost nothing currently known about this mysterious flavor.
1986.
Aurora.
Ooh.
Mountain Dew Aurora was a strawberry flavor exclusive to Japan in the late 80s. It was
Stop
released in
making weird
cans and
Japan
glass bottles.
exclusives.
Besides a commercial that surfaced, almost nothing else exists online about the elusive Aurora.
Damn. Mountain Dew Aurora has
Dry
serious
ginger.
city pop vibes.
Mountain Dew Dry Ginger is an extremely obscure flavor with little known about it. What is known is it was exclusive to Japan around the late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, see, these flavors that are like from the 80s in Japan, I can understand him being like, hey, I emailed Mountain Dew, and they were like, what the fuck are you talking about, Mountain Dew Dry Ginger? Like, that's some obscure, like, hidden-ass knowledge, you know? Nobody at the company now would still be like, ah, yes, I remember Mountain Dew Dry Ginger. And I have the exact formula right here.
It's thought to have tasted like ginger ale mixed with Mountain Dew. Besides a few pictures online, almost nothing is known about Mountain Dew Dry Ginger.
I need it. Oh no, here
so
comes
that
fucking...
about does it for the Mountain Dew Iceberg. I hope you enjoyed. Just
I
know
did,
for
thank
me,
you.
it was hard to rank current flavors in the Iceberg because not much time has passed compared to others. To keep this video and Iceberg somewhat current, I'm asking anyone to comment any missing information so I can add it after the fact. Be obnoxious with it. Hit me up if I forgot a flavor, forgot an international release, missed a cool fact, didn't include a commercial or promotional imagery, didn't mention a rumor / leaked / canceled flavor, or maybe if a flavor went through a testing period, maybe in prototype cans that I didn't mention. And let me know about any incorrect information such as dates or general information that I got wrong. Also, let me know about discontinuations because those are really hard to nail
Oh
down.
yeah, Mountain
Lastly,
Dew
I want to
Overdrive.
thank these names right here for helping me voice the tears. Much thanks there. Anyway, with that being said, stay tuned for the next, probably challenge related video, but honestly, who knows?
Yes, he is. I could have sworn I was aware of what Mountain Dew Overdrive was. Ooh. I want that. Okay. Alright.
Knows at this point. Anyway, see you next time.
New flavor titled Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot. Ew. No, I'm not gonna do a Mountain Dew tier list. We're gonna go to the Cyptid Iceberg. But first, I'm gonna grab a beer. Mountain Dew Brainstorm. High output force field. What are all of these names? Arctic, Monsoon, Overdrive, Midnight, Variant 516, Mountain Dew Clash, Mountain Dew Reverb, Mountain Dew Colorfy. These are good. Mountain Dew Legend. Amp Game Fuel Charged 0. Okay. Alright. It does. It is cursed. That one was an SCP. That's why they canceled it. Alright, let's get right.
They are very
into the
interesting.
cryptids.
Ranging-
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's loud.
Cryptids. They are very interesting, ranging from Bigfoot to cameraheads. Today I'm explaining the entire
is not a
cryptid
cryptid.
/ cryptozoology iceberg. A special thanks to Reddit user Jim Bosev because he made this awesome iceberg. For those who don't know what cryptozoology is, it is basically the study of certain animals
Yeah,
or
that's
animal
not real.
species whose existence has not been confirmed, such as the Yeti, for example. Before we start, I'd like to clarify a few things. I'm going to use a rating system which consists out of different moon phases.
Interesting.
I'm going to show 1 of 5 moon phases in the...
What? Your rating... I'm sorry. Your rating system is 1 out of 5 moon phases?
Before we start, I'd like to clarify a few things. I'm going to use a rating system which consists out of different moon phases.
Why?
I'm going to show 1 of 5 moon phases in the bottom left on every entry, which reflects my thoughts on how likely I find it for the entry to actually exist. I will
Why? Why is it moon phases?
also sometimes show the size of the cryptids and the country or region where they originated from. Alright, I'm gonna explain the 5 moon phases. Quick disclaimer before I start. I am by no means an expert on any of this, so don't get too upset if I tell you that your favorite cryptid probably doesn't exist. I did all this research for fun and
If you tell me Sasquatch doesn't exist, I will fucking hunt you down and murder you. Because Sasquatch and I are gonna bang. And I will not take no for an answer.
entertainment purposes only. First, we have the full moon.
will
This means
fuck
that the cryptid is
Sasquatch.
100% confirmed and it has either lived in the past or is alive right now. Then we have 3 quarters of the moon. This means that I believe that the cryptid is very likely to exist, but its existence has not been confirmed yet. Half moon means that the evidence behind the cryptid seems solid and it does have some chance to exist. A quarter moon means that I believe that the existence seems unlikely, but there still is a chance.
Why
and
are
then we have the
you
dark moon, and that
making
means
this
that the
so
cryptid does not exist,
complicated?
unfortunately, and
Just
is confirmed
use
to be
stars. Everyone else
Okay,
uses
now that we have that out of
0
the
out
way,
of
I
5
would like to say one other
stars.
thing, and that is thank you for watching. I
You're
worked very hard
welcome.
on this video, and I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. That would
You know
be awesome.
how people say, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, or like how in game design there are certain constants that everyone just kind of expects now because they have the best, like, player readability.
Anyways, make yourself at home because this video is gonna be very long.
It's like if you were to make
Maybe
a
you can
game
get yourself a
and you were to say, yeah, there's explosive barrels all over the map, but they're purple and they have a spinning symbol on them. Like, sure, I can grasp that those are the barrels that are going to explode if I shoot them, but wouldn't it be a little bit more standardized if they were red barrels? Because that's the color that all exploding barrels are across every game and genre?
drink, presumably
Just a
something
thought.
strong, because you might need it. Now let's get into the first layer.
Oh, Thunderbird Bat Squatch! Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga is not a cryptid. Umibozu. Flatwood Monster. Okay, let's do it. So, wait. You put Bat Squatch on the first rung, the first layer of the tier list, above Sasquatch? Sasquatch was not on there. Sasquatch is not on here, but you put Bat Squatch. Oh, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot is probably
Wow.
the most famous
That's a
cryptid
slur.
out there.
How
Bigfoot
dare
or
you?
Sasquatch is supposed to be the bipedal ape-like creature that inhabits the North
His
American
name is
forests.
Sasquatch.
Bigfoots can get as tall as 2.7 meters or 9 feet and are covered in black or brown hair. Bigfoot is extremely popular in modern pop culture, and there are a lot of anecdotal
Yes.
sightings, videos, photographs,
He's also
and
extremely
recordings.
popular on our
Whenever
stream.
large footprints are found, people link this with Bigfoot. Gigantic octopus. Another very famous pop culture icon is the gigantic octopus.
Wait a minute.
Or as
Did
many
he
of you
rank
probably know
Bigfoot
him,
as
the Kraken.
real? No, he
The
did
giant
not.
octopus
Oh my
goes
God,
way back
that
and is often
fucking-
associated with the
He's
sinkings of large
squatch-phobic.
1700s and 1800 ships. We know that the giant squid exists, but the giant octopus has not been confirmed. The ocean is big, but for now it just seems that the monster is just a part of fiction.
I mean, wouldn't the giant
Sea
squid
serpents.
be
Sea
enough?
serpents are old mythological creatures. They are
He's
often
ranking
referred to
sea
in old heroic
serpents
stories,
as
and they are
more
described
likely
as a
than
sea dragon
Bigfoot.
monster. Alleged sightings of sea
How dare
serpents
you.
keep happening every year. Its length is reported to be around 66 feet or 20 meters.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ashtar is actually blocking his
Chupacabra.
rankings.
Chupacabra is a creature that could be described
Oh,
as
okay.
lizard or
Bye,
alien-like.
Ashtar.
The word chupacabra
We
is
won't have
Spanish for
Ashtar to
goat
protect
sucker.
us for the rest of the
It
stream.
gets its name because it supposedly lives off vampirism, meaning he drinks the blood of livestock, mostly including goats.
What'd you say, baby?
The chupacabra was first sighted in Puerto Rico in 1995 after it allegedly killed 8 sheep. All of these sheep had 3 puncture wounds in their chests and were completely drained of blood.
Yeah, this
2
was
months
probably
later,
a,
150 animals and pets were killed in a town nearby. Jersey
Allegedly.
Devil. The Jersey Devil stems from New Jersey and Philadelphia folklore and is a wyvern-like creature with a goat head.
The
It has
Jersey
bat
Devil
wings,
just looks like
horns,
a goat
and
that someone put in a
fork-like tail.
tree.
The creature is quick and has a very high-pitched scream.
I don't know.
Jackalope.
A lot of people
The jackalope
we
is a
know the
mythological
jackalope
hybrid
isn't real.
that's
What are you
described as a
doing?
jackrabbit.
The jackalope was literally a fucking a trick of taxidermy. This is not a real cryptid. That didn't happen.
With antelope horns. The jackalope was first created by Douglas Herrick in 1930 after he put a deer antlers on a jackrabbit and thus popularizing this taxidermy mount. I think that you can almost certainly write these cryptids off as real because of the show papilloma virus. This virus causes rabbits to have horns.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Thunderbird. Thunderbirds are alleged gigantic birds of prey. They originate from old stories in which it was told
I believe in
that when these
thunderbirds,
birds
they're
flapped their
probably
wings,
real.
thunder was created because of the size of their wings. This would naturally explain some forms of weather. A good explanation for the thunderbird is the Argentavis, which is a giant prehistoric condor. Loch Ness Monster. Everyone knows the Loch Ness Monster. This cryptid has become so popular
Ness
that it's basically
Monster.
the modern symbol of cryptozoology.
What's up, Pants?
The first sightings
Welcome
of
to
the
the
monster
stream.
stem from the 1930s, and they haven't stopped since.
We
I find the existence of the
we
Loch
just
Ness
did a
Monster
whole
very
fucking
likely,
Mountain
with it probably
Dew,
being a version of a plesiosaur that is still alive today. It has also been
Iceberg
theorized
video.
that the monster
So
is
now
a
we're on a
primate
cryptid
species of a
iceberg
whale.
video.
Yeti. The Yeti is a tall, upright walking.
Yeti is just Sasquatch, but white.
Ape that has a
I haven't
brown or
even
black
finished
furry
my
coat that lives in the
sugar-free
Himalayas. There have
Baja
been many expeditions in
Blast.
search of the Yeti during the 20th century, and there are even speculation that the Yeti is related to cases like the Dyatlov Pass
Fancy
incident.
boy.
Dover Demon. The Dover Demon is a small humanoid creature living in...
That's the rake. That's not the Dover demon. That's just a picture of the rake.
Dover, Massachusetts. It has been described to be similar to a gray alien. It has glowing eyes and can both travel on all fours and bipedally.
It holds exactly 20 ounces of liquid.
Mothman.
Mothman!
The Mothman is a very well-known cryptid.
I
and
love
it's a
Mothman.
bipedal winged humanoid.
I
People say
fucking
that
love
he is better
Mothman,
described as a
dude.
humanoid owl rather than a humanoid moth. His wingspan is said to be around 14 feet or
Mothman's
4.3
real as
meters.
fuck.
Good photo evidence of the Mothman is hard to find, and that makes this one likely a hoax. The Mothman could
How
be
dare
confused
you.
with Thunderbirds, which
This
are reported
dude's
in the
fucking
same area.
opinions of
The Mothman actually
of
has its own festival that is
cryptids
held
are
in West
absolutely
Virginia
inverse of mine. You want in on the cryptid stream, baby? Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Ah, no!
Here.
Just switch the
Grace.
audio.
Grace referred
The great alien type.
Switch the audio capturer. One moment. There we go. Turn off my headphones. And we are good to go.
Greys are described to be long aliens without any muscle or hair.
There
Grey
we go.
alien sightings make up over 40% of all alien encounters, including the Roswell incident
And
of
we're back.
1947.
Oh,
There are many
those were my
theories trying
elbows
to depict
popping.
what these
Hope
greys
you
are,
couldn't hear that.
and there's even one suggesting that greys are humans from the future that time traveled back to our time. I think it's very likely that the government has information about greys and tries to cover
Yeah,
up as much
I
of it
don't
as they
know.
can. But now and then a piece of
See, alright, let me go on a little tangent about PoE right now, because I don't know what Project Mogul is, Drunken Zeppelin. Please describe it to me. No. My issue with PoE right now is that the developers are saying we want the game to be harder, but they just made the game harder by giving us tougher endgame content that literally less than 5% of their entire player base is reaching, right? Like, less than 5% of people are ever going to fight the Maven. And, like, farm. Less than half of those people are going to farm the Maven. So, because each Maven fight takes, what is it, like, it's 8 maps per per like Thingus. You know what I'm going for? You need to do all those fucking unique maps to fill out one Maven invite. And so the thing is like no one is farming that. So you've given us an extremely difficult endgame just to reach. Like in terms of hours put into to get to the endgame, you've given us an extremely time-sinky endgame that is very difficult to create a build that can handle that. And then you said, you know what? I read the Balance Manifesto, right? And they literally said in their Balance Manifesto that players know too much about the game and have used that game knowledge to push their damage higher than we thought was possible. Okay, yeah, so I have heard that theory, Drunken Zeppelin, but I can't believe it because there are too many conspiracies that are codependent on Roswell being real. So, but the thing is like, you've given us this incredibly difficult to reach and farm endgame. You've given us very powerful incentives to get there. You've given us... We don't need PvP. We don't need PvP, and we have lots of objective shit to do. What they need to do is they need to honestly just pull their heads out of their asses and say, like, our players like feeling powerful, going fast, and having limited but farmable access to deterministic crafting. Baby, did you leave your phone on in your room playing one TikTok over and over?
No.
Okay. And like that's what was so great about Ritual is that you could repeatedly farm harvests. You could repeatedly farm harbingers. You could farm whatever you wanted, but you could not farm the Maven and those things at once because of the way that the Atlas was balanced. And that made it super great because you had some people farming Maven, you had some people farming these other systems, and it fed into this whole economy of like, oh, I farm this, you farm that, we trade. No, Original Harvest was fucking fantastic. But they don't want players to do damage. They don't want players to be strong. They don't want players to have survivability. And they are totally fine with players being frustrated that they are constantly being one-shot in their game. And until they correct that outcome and stop saying stupid-ass shit like, oh, we want players to close their eyes and exalt slam their items and just pray that they haven't ruined their item. Exactly. They want us to suffer. They don't want us to have fun in their game. Until they fix that, I'm just going to be playing Last Epoch because I have deterministic crafting, but it is extremely... It's balanced in such a way that if I want to craft a perfect item in Last Epoch, I have to fucking pray and hope and be extremely lucky and use like actual crafting knowledge that is like very, very odd. I haven't tried 7 Days to Die, but basically Last Epoch is everything I want Path of Exile to be right now. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it has so many resistances. It has fire, lightning, and cold resistance. It has physical resistance. It has armor. It has dodge. But it also has void resistance, poison resistance, and like one other one. There's just so many resistances. And like ideally you get all of them to 75. But poison, which is kind of like their version of chaos damage, so you don't really need it to 75. But it's so much fun. Like you get to the end game and it makes so much sense. Like you start out, you have 2 choices for maps you can go to. You do one or the other, and you just keep branching out. Each one that you do gives you 2 more that you can do, and you're basically just trying to fill out this bar at the top of your screen. It makes so much sense. Finishing out like a whole timeline, which is what they call their like chunks of maps, gets you permanent bonuses to your character. You can target farm specific items by picking timelines that contain those items. So like if I do a map, I know at the end of the map, after I come back from the map, there will be a bundle of rewards waiting for me, and I can pick what type of reward that is by doing the echoes that have that type of reward. So I can run a map and know at the end of that map that I'll get rare maces, or I'll get rare this or rare that. And essentially, items only have 4 affixes instead of Path of Exile 6, and you can only craft affixes up to tier 5, but the affixes go up to tier 6. So to get the best one, you need a really good drop, and then you craft the things that you need onto it. But each time you craft, your item gains instability, and instability is like a % chance for your item to fracture. And fracturing your item is like corruption, but it can also downgrade the tiers of your mods. So if you aren't careful, you can completely brick your items. Anyway, let's get back to our cryptid iceberg, and maybe sometime tomorrow or Thursday, if I'm not super busy, I'll stream some Last Epoch, and you can give it a little peek before you buy.
Evidence slips through the cracks. Bat Squatch.
Bat Squatch. He put fucking Sasquatch. Whatever.
It's a hybrid between Sasquatch and a bat. It has a Bigfoot-like body and large bat wings. The creature might be a misunderstood sign of
No, that's
Mothman.
just like a weird European thing. They do commas instead of periods for some reason.
They don't use decimals?
They do, but not for like height and money. It's weird.
And it does not have too many sightings either.
Yeah, I usually add everyone in the Conspirasphere thread when I start
The Mongolian deathworm is a large worm that has a blood-like color and can as long as 7 feet or 2 meters. It has the ability to spit out corrosive yellow saliva and generate blasts of electricity. It uses these forms of attack after it comes out of the sand. It is believed that this poison is so deadly that the prey immediately dies when poisoned. It has been theorized that it lives underneath deserts. Enfield Monster. The Enfield Monster is a weird alien/demon-like creature.
What the fuck? This is from Illinois. What the hell? I've never heard of this.
Supposedly caused a large amount of fear in the town of Enfield in 1973 after a young boy named Greg Garrett was attacked by it. The Enfield Monster is a grayish and slimy creature that has reddish eyes and lives in Illinois, USA.
I want to learn more about that.
Flatwoods Monster. The Flatwoods Monster is believed to be a cryptid of extraterrestrial nature. It has a body that is similar to a robotic suit, and it's recognized for its skull
some
that
sort
has
of
the
like
shape of an ace of
spacesuit
spades.
thing. It's weird.
Globsters.
Globsters?
The globster refers to an unidentified organic mass that washes up on the shoreline. Their appearance is most of the time unidentifiable, but scientists sometimes find tentacles, flippers, or eyes. It is believed that globsters might be carcasses of giant squids.
Okay.
Hellhounds. Hellhounds are supernatural
space jellies? Here, let's I wonder if I can find space jelly. ASMR. Fuck. Oh, star jelly. It's just this weird translucent shit that falls from the sky sometimes.
Mira, ya se bajó más rápido, ¿ya viste?
That is weird.
Let's check out this Rio Blanco UFO V1 over here.
Fucking
Clear video from the Air
240p,
Force.
but it's weird.
A las 7, a la misma altura.
Oh.
What is that? Whatever it is moving at high rates of speed.
Ahí van más.
Star jelly is probably one of my favorite lesser known phenomena. It just kind of is like this weird goop that plops down onto the ground from
Look how many there are.
the sky.
Pero, a ver, busquen eso que viene atrás de nosotros.
Look at that thing that's coming behind us, they're
Are you
saying.
gonna show us the jelly?
These guys sound scared.
Show us the jelly.
There is something going on in the jungles of Rio Blanco.
Oh. Here it is.
Que no sé qué sea.
Oh, that doesn't look... Oh, that looks gross.
Usually it's in the deep parts of the jungle where the sightings.
Oh, that looks really gross.
Well, there's this thing known as
Oh no.
and this substance is unusual. There's been 1 or 2 accounts where they can't actually explain what's happened.
On August 7th, 1994, a
This is how you
mysterious
prank
jelly
the
fell like
foreigners.
rain from the sky in
You
Oakville,
tell them you've
Washington.
got star jelly for them, and you give them a fucking cup full of jizz. Yeah, it's just this weird... It's just this weird stuff that drops out of the sky. Maybe this video. I mean, look at that. That's weird. Could be a slime mold, I guess. Like a lichen or something. Ew, don't touch it. Ew. Yeah, he's been poking it. Ew. What? Now my recommendations are gonna be all weird. No description. Autumn 2020 forest and... Oh, okay, it's single cellular slime molds. Or the remaining part of slime eggs. Yeah, meanwhile on Space Hub.
Canine cryptids. You might be familiar
Okay.
with the famous Greek hellhound named Cerberus, which
But
has
yeah,
3
star
heads.
jelly is
Normal
weird.
hellhounds only have 1 head. The legend tells us that when you look into its eyes 3 times or more, you will die. In European legends, hearing the howl of an hellhound is an omen of death and sometimes the cause. Loveland frog. Loveland frogs are bipedal frogs sighted in Loveland, Ohio.
3 1/3 feet
They have
tall.
leathery skin and webbed hands and feet.
Baby, can
They
we
are
get a
3.3 feet or
3
1
and a-
meter long, making them eerily large
You
frogs.
don't want to get a meter tall frog.
Ogopogo.
Live in
Ogopogo
a
is a
weird
cryptid
thing.
lake monster in Lake Okanagan, with a similar fashion
It's
to
a
the
Loch
Loch
Ness
Ness
Monster.
There were large sightings of
Wow.
Ogopogo in 1926, when 30 car drivers and their passengers claimed to have witnessed the same thing. Ogopogo might be a sea serpent.
It is.
Pope Lake monster. The Pope Lake monster
It's
is
a-
a part
it's a
man,
satyr.
part goat creature that lives in Kentucky. The monster gets its name after the Pope Lake Creek below the Pope Lake train trestle.
It's just a.
According to
it's
the
just a
legend,
fawn.
the monster uses hypnosis and voice mimicry to lure its prey to the trestle so that they die by an oncoming train.
Was the Ogopogo the
Some
name of
also
the book
say that the monster
book
handles a
character?
blood-stained axe with which it attacks its prey.
Yes, officially, Pants. There is Malort
Reptilians.
in the building.
Reptilians refer to reptilian humanoids, which is a popular
There
cryptid
is. I
used in
picked
both
up a
folklore
bottle
and
because
conspiracy
I
theories.
figured.
A reptilian is a
I
half-human,
can't keep the
half-lizard
banner up
creature.
if I don't actually
There's
have
a
any
chance
with
that the
me.
Loveland frog sighting in Loveland, Ohio was actually a reptilian sighting.
The reptilians
Some people
aren't
now believe
cryptids,
that
though.
our
You can't
government
call
is controlled by
aliens
reptilians.
cryptids. They're just aliens.
Wendigo.
Okay,
the
the
Wendigo
Wendigo
is a
is
cannibalistic spirit resembling a zombie. You can picture a Wendigo having the appearance of a corpse with a grey skin and yellow
Aw.
fangs. It is believed that the Wendigos eat human flesh. There is also
Yeah,
a chance.
maybe. Okay, officially, Pants. Thank you for gifting another sub. I do actually really appreciate that. That's very nice of you. I am going to go get the Malort. Watch out, baby.
That the
He gifted
Wendigos
5
disguise
subs
themselves
last
amongst humans. Once they become their Wendigo form, they have an endless lust for human flesh. Yowie. The Yowie is an Australian cryptid that has a mammal-like appearance. The Yowie is comparable with Bigfoot and Yeti. Dragon. Of course, the dragon is included in this iceberg. A dragon has reptilian traits and it's famous for its appearance in many cultures and media. In the New Testament, the devil actually takes the form of a red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns. We are not sure of the existence of dragons to this day. A dragon-like creature might have existed back in the day, but probably without the fire-breathing part. Hydra. The Hydra is a serpentine water monster that stems from Greek and Roman mythology. Writings depict hydras having both 6 or 9 heads, while some later writings increased the head count to 50. A Greek author named Heraclitus, the paradoxographer, has rationalized this myth by suggesting that heroic men were simply fighting a single-headed snake that was accompanied by its offspring.
This is tier 1, you know?
Umibozu. The Umibozu is a sea spirit from Japanese mythology.
When you're
Umibozu
rich, I'll
emerges
ban me.
during sea storms and sinks ships,
No, when
of whom
I'm
Clue spoke
rich,
about
I'll
the spirit.
ban you. That's what'll
Umibozu
happen.
is made out of storm clouds. Skinwalker. The Skinwalker is a person with the ability to shapeshift into any creature.
Okie doke.
In most instances,
Let's just let's take a moment. Whoops. Let's blow this up. Get rid of the frame. So, before we take our shot, I would like to make the chat aware that we do actually have Mountain Dew Zero Major Melon. So just tying that back to our previous our previous Iceberg video. And we're going to put that in our wine glass because we are classy bitches on this stream.
That pour says otherwise.
Excuse me. Don't question
At an
me.
angle, baby. At an angle.
I am a professional pourer.
Oh, you just
that's gonna be up to Pants. Do you want me to put the shot of Malort in the Mountain Dew? Cause I will, but I won't chug it. Malort and Dew? Can I get a nice tall glass of Malort and Dew? I don't think it's possible to say that without a weird accent. It smells like watermelon. Alright, in the cup it goes.
No, you're gonna ruin that Mountain Dew.
Well, you know what, baby? Sometimes you gotta ruin the Mountain Dew when it's what your audience wants.
Now it's gonna make it. Now you're gonna have even more Malort taste. You're gonna have to endure it for a while.
Well, you know, you never know. Maybe the Malort and the Mountain Dew will actually pair so well together that it'll be like a beautiful combination.
Highly doubted.
The Malort and Dew might become a staple beverage at my home.
It's gonna be Malort and don't.
Malort and don't. Oh, that's cursed. This is cursed. Alright, let me give it a little swirl. Mmm. Tasty. A belly shot. I don't know what a belly do you mean a body shot? Cuz I've never done a body shot in my life. I don't know how that's supposed to work. Okay. Alright. Cheers to officially Pants for giving me way too many subs in the name of forcing me to drink Malort. Snortin' Malortin.
Bottoms up, bottoms up.
Oh, that's that is
Drink in my cup. There's a lot of it in there.
That's a cursed dew. It is a cursed dew. This is an extremely. It's a beverage. Do you want to sip?
No. I'd rather not scar myself on my palates.
See, the thing about it is, like, it's really good when you sip it. But the aftertaste is all Malort. Like the drink itself is like, oh, okay, this is fine. This is not bad. But then the aftertaste sets in and you're like, ugh, what the fuck? I don't know if I like this or not. It's not terrible. It's better than the Malort. This is, if you are forced to choose between whether you're drinking Malort and Malort and Dew, I would choose the Malort and Dew, honestly. Excuse me. So we'll be sipping on that for probably the rest of this video.
Would you rather drink 1 shot of Malort or 20 ounces of Malort and Dew?
1 shot of Malort or 20 ounces of Malort and Dew. But what's the ratio of Malort to Dew? Because this is a 12 ounce, so this is 13 ounces of Malort and Dew.
So it'll be 2 shots in the 20 ounce.
Well, but that changes the ratio. So that would be 24 ounces. I would rather drink 24 ounces of Malort and Dew. Jesus Christ. Someone take this man's wallet away.
Skinwalker needs to wear the pelt of a desired animal in order to transform.
Someone stop him.
Skinwalkers
He's
are
gone
well
mad with
associated
power.
with the Native American culture and their beliefs.
He's gone mad with the power that I've
Fresno
given him.
Nightcrawler is a cryptid that has humanoid features and appears
Oh, I
to
love
have
the
webbing
Fresno
connected from each
Nightcrawlers.
knee
Wait, we
to
should
its
watch the
torso.
video for them. They are so weird. Is my channel gimmick that I do shots of Malort if you pay me?
No, your channel gimmick is that you fucking go off into tangents.
That's not a gimmick. Well, we're gonna have to find you a wife.
The world can be a strange and frightening place, full of many horrible and horrifying
well,
creatures.
I would argue that most
But,
streamers
as
don't
is with
actually
all
focus on
dark
their
subject
topics.
matter, there is an undeniable morbid
That
curiosity
is-
regarding just
not
such
terrible.
creatures. Today,
I think
we're
enough
going
Mountain
to
Dew
crack
in
open
a
a
Malort, you
cryptid
can-
case study and take a closer look
can
at
do
one of
anything.
these entities.
Speaking of being able to do anything, I was able to do 3 pull-ups today. 3. That's the sound of my beautiful boyfriend supporting me. I'm up from 1.5 pull-ups last week to 3 this week. So we're going to try for 5 in like 2 weeks. It's going to be great.
When examining cryptids,
Thanks, baby.
oftentimes people will refer to their origins as otherworldly. But when it comes to Nightcrawlers,
Why is Bat Squatch on this?
many
And I have
believe it to
never
be
heard of him before today. Is this like a Mandela effect thing where like everybody just pretends that Bat Squatch has always existed and I've never heard of Bat Squatch? What the fuck? No, have you heard of Bat Squatch? No, you haven't. Stop gaslighting me. What? You're just gaslighting me. Also, the Memphre, the Champ, the Manipogo, the Turtle Lake Monster, the Ogopogo, the Sushwagi, the Charlie, the Bear Lake Monster, and the Tessie, and the Altamahaha are all the same fucking creature.
Straight
So,
up
why are they on here so many
extraterrestrial.
times?
Also known as the Fresno aliens or Fresno Nightcrawlers, these creatures were
show me
famously
the video.
spotted in Fresno, California. Since the initial sightings, Nightcrawlers have also been spotted in Yosemite National Park.
Just show me the video. Thank you. Here we go. 3 minutes. That's all I want. I don't need your whole, 8-minute commentary video. I'm the commentary right now. Viewer discretion.
Oftentimes, security cameras are set up to capture thieves, criminals, and other people that are unwanted on the premises. But sometimes, these cameras can catch things that are a bit more
You need to moisturize.
uncanny.
Come on, buddy.
In the November of 2007,
Okay, thank you. Just
a
get
man
to
by
the
the name
footage,
stopped
my guy.
only to
Here we
see
go.
a pair of legs
Here
walking
we go.
across his lawn. He decided to film his security recordings with a camera. What he saw was bizarre.
You know, in retrospect, it kind of looks like a pair of pants that are like cinched shut at the top that are being pulled by a wire. Maybe.
The legs were supposedly 2 to 4 feet in height. They appeared to
2 to 4 feet in height. So, like, we just don't know how big they
be
are.
covered by a white cloth of some sort and were walking right across Jose's property.
But also, we don't have the actual security tape. We have a phone recording of the security tape. This is what I hate about people who capture weird conspiracy or cryptid images. They always give it to you as like a recording of a tape of it's bad.
Footage and his property were investigated by Fact or Faked, a TV show that was on Sci-Fi.
I remember this. This
On
is
the
how I
show,
initially
they
saw
tested
this.
out various claims to see if this footage was legit. They tested out a puppet and child tests to see what was actually on the footage. And what they ended up concluding is that this footage was real. This, however, was not the only sighting of these mysterious creatures known as the Fresno Nightcrawlers.
Okay.
In March of 2011, in Yosemite National Park, security cameras caught...
What did he say that show was called? Fact or Fake? Is it this? My viewer points. Oh, I don't know what viewer points are. Yeah, I'll take a peek at that maybe tomorrow, and I'll set some fun stuff up for you guys. Yeah, that stuff. Yeah, I'm vaguely aware of what those are. I know you guys like to highlight your messages every now and then, but we're such a small, tightly knit audience that I mostly well, okay, back to the iceberg. That I mostly highlight all of your messages because I just care about all of you so much.
It is hard to depict their exact characteristics because of the poor quality of the footage.
But sprinkles.
Ghosts. Ghosts have been around forever and they are known by everyone. Ghosts are said to be the disembodied spirits of both animals or humans. The first ghost sightings go back as far as 70,000 BC,
it's a little
as
worse
early
now.
religions worshipped spirits in their
I
cave
wonder if the
dwellings.
Malord is like
Ghosts have a
denser
physical
than the,
appearance that could be described as phantom
the
or
soda.
elusive, meaning they don't have any
or
physical
lighter,
matter.
so if I don't swirl it, it
Centaur.
doesn't stay mixed.
Centaurs are half human, half horse cryptids. They have the upper body of a human and the lower body of a horse.
They're not
a
a
very common
cryptid.
theory for centaurs is that the idea of them is a reaction from a non-riding
Stop
culture,
saying
being a culture that
Fed
had never
Cup
seen
in
horse
chat.
hunting
What the
before.
fuck?
It has been reported that the Aztecs had this false interpretation when they met Spanish cavalrymen. Dwarfs. Dwarfs are small creatures that originated from German
Dwarves
folklore.
are not.
They dwell in mountains and inside.
They are not a cryptid. This tier list. This is.
Midgets.
They're just. They're a fantasy race. This is not a fucking cryptid. Okay. Iceberg videos. Wendigoon. Okay. Wendigoon. I don't know if you guys know Wendigoon. Wendigoon is a relatively new YouTuber. He's great. Conspiracy theory iceberg. You know what? Let's not start with part 9. Let's go to like part 5. Let's do 4. Let's do tier 4. Because
Right.
if you're following me, if you're in the Conspirasphere family, then obviously you know some shit about conspiracies. And whatever you guys don't know, I can elaborate on. But this guy and his content are so entertaining for someone like me because he just like loosely outlines something and then you can go on rabbit
What
holes.
is up, everyone? And we are back with Tier 4. Pretty much nothing to update on. The channel's doing great. Thank you all for that. But you all reads, occult learnings and mysteries of lower tier that apparently seem to be innocent start to become more sinister. You begin to see patterns everywhere, realizing you only dip your toes in the conspiracy world. Very few people believe or have heard of stuff from this level. First up, we have the Zopa tribe and the related Dropa stones. This one was really interesting. In 1938, a Chinese research team went to the Himalayan mountains in search of some ore deposit that had been picked up by geographers. Once the team got there, however, they found 716 graves hidden in the back of these tunnel systems that ran through the Himalayan mountains. What's even weirder was inside of each of these graves was a 4-foot-tall human skeleton with an abnormally large-sized skull. The tombs were filled with ciphers and hieroglyphics that didn't make sense, but located on each one of the grave was a circular disc that have since been termed the Dropa stones. Each of these discs are estimated to be 12,000 years old and contain minerals such as cobalt, which is very rare and normally only found on meteorites. At least, in the Himalayan mountains. Years later, research from a Russian university determined that the hieroglyphics on the Dropa stones read out prime numbers. Since this experience, the Chinese government has censored all information regarding it and made that section of the Himalayas a no-travel zone. So yeah, starting off with a good one. Lord Packel's time machine relates to the Mayan king Lord Packel. When researchers found his coffin, they noticed the odd inscriptions on the lid of the coffin that showed him laying inside of what seemed to be some sort of machinery interacting with this very diverse device for whatever reason. What's especially odd is the related Mayan transcriptions in the area spoke that Lord Packel had the ability to control the turning of the sun and things such as. What's even weirder is upon further inspection of the body in the coffin, it is estimated to be that of a 30 to 40-year-old man. Lord Packel was king of this Mayan area for 80 years. So either someone else is buried in Lord Packel's grave, or that inscription of him controlling a machine and turning back the moon and the stars may have some worth to it. Monsanto is essentially your stereotypical
Monsanto is
company.
The evilest
They have been known to sue
corporation.
farmers for using natural pesticides in growing supplements. They have been known to fund government campaigns in which the elected politician plans to cut back on restrictions regarding the environment, and have even gone as far to cover up cancer research on their specific products when it's been known to, cause cancer. Of course, as you could imagine, Monsanto is at the center of a lot of conspiracies regarding big pharma.
It's so weird because one sip will be really bad, but then the next sip will be really mild, and you never know what you're gonna fucking get. I don't understand this beverage. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense. Why aren't all the sips the same?
Tech and things such as. Famanas are interesting, and
It's
one
a
of the
fucking
weirdest
roulette.
parts, I think, whenever you look into this whole ancient alien idea. In old Hindu and Sanskrit
it's like
texts, there are these records.
It's like I'm kind of okay with this because no, this is worse. This is worse than taking a shot of Malort because the taste is just so much longer. Well, but at first it didn't seem as bad, but now I've had so many sips that are like, oh, here's the aftertaste of Malort. You just don't get any of the upfront taste. It's so fucking weird because not every sip is as bad as the other ones. It's cursed.
Of these giant flying palaces, and they're not mentioned in any supernatural or strange sense. There's simply depictions and writings of these giant floating palaces that would exist above the Himalayan mountains.
Is not good.
It's so odd to me whenever you look at stuff like this, how old world countries would simply just be like, oh yeah, flying houses, those are things. North Korea utopia is exactly what it says. It's the idea that North Korea is actually a secretive, perfect world, but that Western media and European media simply discredit it as ordered.
So there's this Netflix documentary where I think it was a Vice documentary, where they actually sent Vice journalists to North Korea. And, they talk about Juche. I wonder if I can find this clip. North Korea, Juche, Vice. Oh, nope, that's the labor camps. I just want to know about Juche. Yes, Juche. This idea that the North Korean people are like persevering against the hardship that the rest of the world is forcing upon them, and this idea of Juche is like this noble sacrifice of their own happiness for like the whole of their country. It's bizarre because they're extremely self-deterministic, but also they're a literal communist dictatorship. So, actually, are they communist dictators? I don't think they are anymore. I think they're a totalitarian dictatorship. We look here. This triangle right here is the Pyongyang Hotel that they built in North Korea, and they never completed it. They never finished it because, one, they don't have tourists. There's no one staying in the hotel. But what happened is they... it's just this empty concrete fucking pyramid shape, right? And what they do is they run lights up and down it through the inside to make it appear from South Korea as though it is a massively populated hotel, because they are constantly running these psychological games against South Korea to try to get people to flee to North Korea from South Korea, which never happens, by the way. It's always the other way around. But WC and what the fuck Juche is, but just take my word for it that Juche is some fucking wild shit. And it ties into the North Korea utopia theory.
And lift up capitalism. That's at least the main version. The other version is a bit more interesting.
But also, I'm pretty sure North Korea is running actual concentration camps.
Utopia, but
what, since they have 3 generations punishment, so
seem unassuming to the world around them. Periodically, different citizens are sent to live on the surface for years at a time in order to maintain a low-key look, while they live in perfection and disease-free beneath. However, the first version is usually the most popular, as it's simply saying that our governments are censoring information as to not give us an idea that other systems of government could work better.
You know how bad our government is at censoring information?
L'Enfant, also known as Pierre L'Enfant, was the chief architect who designed the streets for Washington, D.C. In his notes, he said he used the celestial bodies in order to map out the routes for D.C. That's why D.C. has very odd street planning when it comes to diagonal cuts and things such as. But as other people have pointed out, these streets also line up in satanic shapes, such as several pentagrams or old world geographic shapes being formed by D.C. streets. This all relates
Pentagon,
back to the idea that he was funded by the Freemasons,
Washington
and
Monument.
that the original leaders of the United States knew what he was up to, and it's all Illuminati, Satan, government, yeah. The Grand Unified Conspiracy Theory is rather diverse depending on who you ask. Normally it looks something like this.
I don't like the Grand Unified Conspiracy Theory.
Big Pharma
I
and
don't
Illuminati
like it. You can't boil down the entirety of human psychosis into a grand unified theory, because there's always going to be shit that doesn't fit, and there's always going to be just weird fucking outliers, you know what I mean? Like, you can't unify it all. The fucking QAnon people tried, and look at how crazy everyone thinks they are. I mean, they are absolutely insane, but like, when you start looking at the Great Awakening map, it's a nightmare world. It's a nightmare. Like, oh no, not that one, not that one. This one, huh? No, we're done with the Apple ones. Look at this shit. This is the current iteration of the grand unified conspiracy theory. A fun game to play with this is you pick a point like here, and you zoom in, and you say, what did I pick? Multi-dimensional travel, higher dimensional realms, psychedelic renaissance. That makes sense. Sure. What's the context? Who cares? We go right over here. 25,900 year pole shifts. Now we go over here. Sun gazing. Now we go over here. A missile hit the Pentagon. What are all... Oh, dude. Don't get me started on the Clockwork Elves. I fucking love the Clockwork Elves. They should not be on this board, but I love the Clockwork Elves. But like, oh dude, you called out the Clockwork Elves and you don't know what the Clockwork Elves are? Psh. This is why you watch me. This is why we're here, right? Like, I know every conspiracy. I have a PhD in crazy. And let me tell you, the Clockwork Elves are fucking cool. Machine Elves. Oh, dude, the Machine Elves and DMT entities. No, yeah, they're DMT entities. So, okay, I wonder, can we find like a narrated version of this? Oh, the psychedelic renaissance. There you go. We just saw that. Oh, it's a fucking TED Talk? No, thank you. TED Talks are a psyop. Yeah, let's look at this.
Hey guys, so in today's video, I want to talk about the DMT experience. What exactly is it that people see? What does it mean? And how can we better...
Don't do DMT, kids. Don't fucking do DMT. Don't do drugs. I've done them all. Not all, but I've done enough of them to know that you should not do drugs. No, TED Talks are a psyop. Don't
understand the constituents of the DMT psychedelic experience. Stay tuned.
Why would I stay tuned when I can just skip your intro?
I was really going through Shaman Oak's series. He posted a series of videos about his journey through DMT, and I found it incredibly fascinating because really he touched on just about every theme I like to visit here on the channel, and he asked questions pertaining specifically to things I've talked about here. So I wanted to go through his experiences to point out where we can actually observe the ideas that I share with you guys, namely the 3 or 4 level constituencies of the nature of mind, as well as the Jungian archetypes, and we're going to be able to see exactly how those archetypes function within the psyche and how we can better understand a way to navigate the contents of
Ted had Sam Hyde, notable for being the culprit of every mass shooting for the past 15 years. Sam Hyde has a fucking TED Talk.
the unconscious mind.
He can't keep getting away with this.
Now, the first thing I want to point out is the fact that when people use these psychedelic drugs, they almost universally describe some kind of an initial
Another
encounter
mass shooting
with
has been
Aztec
reported.
deities
The suspect
or
is
gnomes or
Samir
elves, right?
Haid.
Psychedelic vision, and I had these gnomes kind of
Gnomes.
At one point, all these little yellow elves or gnomes run up all along the side of me and just start massaging my legs.
And that's what I began to see. I began to see the snake body slowly start slithering by.
And as I look around this tunnel, the tunnel is like black snake skin.
Yep.
Which I think to myself, that's kind of scary.
Like the last one that I had was very strange. Like there was these jesters that were giving me the finger.
So, let's not watch the whole 50-minute video, but let me boil down this concept to you. Is that when people do certain doses of DMT, or other psychedelics, like extremely high doses of acid, they begin to perceive what is sort of a gate guardian of sorts between like our layer of reality and the next higher layer up. So it's this entity or series of entities that people understand it's their own living consciousness or own thing that's independent of them and their DMT trip, but they only exist on this like higher vibration that you are able to partially see due to doing a shit ton of psychedelics. But the thing is that all of these people are perceiving this same genre of entities, and these entities are referred to as machine elves because they are completely and utterly alien to us in very bizarre ways. I would like to go further in depth on machine elves on a different stream, but that's something that I would really need to get a bunch of content together for, because describing what they are outside of those very vague terms I just used is a little bit difficult, especially since I have never encountered them, because I'm a good boy who doesn't do a lot of drugs anymore.
Satanism and all that interconnect with each
After my 25-hour acid trip, haven't been able to do drugs ever again.
And it is all one conspiracy theory
I'm a good boy,
that we
I
just
swear.
look at certain aspects of. Cyber squatting time travelers is pretty funny. For those that don't know, cyber squatting is the practice of buying URLs or usernames on websites that you know are the names of famous people or companies in the hopes that they will one day buy that domain off of you. So the time traveler aspect is hilarious. The only evidence I could find with any of this was supposedly odd names that wouldn't have made a lot of sense, but I mean, you could just chalk that up to people hoping to get lucky. Comic-Con child recruitment's pretty sad. Just the fact that there are children every year during Comic-Con who go missing. The idea of which being they're abducted by human trafficking rings.
That was the worst
However,
one.
the conspiracy goes a level deeper and says that Comic-Con knows of this behavior, but they are paid off in order to turn a blind eye or to not better tighten security to prevent this type of thing. Plastic surgery runaways was just vague enough that it was hard to find any information on. I believe this is referring to the fact that there are plastic surgeons who will famously perform surgery on either runaways or people who have been kidnapped. This wraps back into human trafficking, but it adds an extra layer to it by implying that medical professionals, or at least some, are in on the whole scheme. Lifetide is a book written by Lyle Watson. A lot of the complex in it are
Where have I
pretty
heard about
intense.
Lyle Watson before?
From what little brief reading I did on it, it seems to be the idea that humans are artificial or can at least summon an artificial self through their thoughts, and it all has to do with introspection and the idea of looking inwards to bring out the better self. So a lot of sort of Eastern philosophy, yogi type ideas. Baltic Sea anomaly refers to an event that happened in 2011
I've seen this.
in which a fishing ship that was using sonar caught this image while looking at the bottom of the Baltic Sea.
The
Baltic Sea
the
is,
Millennium
as
Falcon.
you could imagine, pretty deep, and the idea behind this being that it is a UFO that crashed on the planet some time ago. It's still there to this day. However, for anyone who knows anything about sea travel, it is much, much harder to keep someone alive underwater than it is in space. This is due to things like pressure, and the deeper you go into water, the harder it is to maintain, which is the reason we normally just send submersibles really deep, and it costs a lot of money. So no one's seen it fit to investigate this yet, or that's what they want you to think. But either way, as far as this moment goes,
I feel like his
all we know about
audio is
there's
like
this odd shape down there. Planned extinction is just
2
referring to the
seconds
fact
desynced.
of an idea that was mentioned in previous tiers, that humanity will eventually become extinct, and how this might even be a good thing in order to save the planet. That's the entire idea of eco-triage, that we have to cut off the bleeding somewhere, the bleeding being us, in order to save our ecosystem. Haunted locations,
And this
world map,
eventually turns into
from everything I can find.
This eventually turns into antinatalism and the voluntary human extinction movement. I don't know if you guys have heard of the voluntary human extinction movement, but it's a group of people who essentially have agreed that humanity needs to end that they're not going to have children, and that they're going to essentially do whatever they can to reduce the birth rate generation after generation. So it ties into the whole like global elite Georgia Guidestones. Yes, they are cringe lords.
Find there are several maps that display different haunted locations in the world, so perhaps looking into each of them and researching. If that's what this does means, this could literally go on forever, but I think it's just referring to the fact that there are documented records of haunted places around the world, and that should be at least a little bit concerning. Artificial poisonous snow is something that occurs in mostly Midwest cities, from everything I could find, in which snow will occasionally fall from the sky and not melt for a very extended amount of time, and whenever flames is held to it, it becomes black. The implication in this being that the government or some other force is raining this artificial snow on us to poison us in some way. However, in the extra research I did on this, I think this is just pollution. King Babylon's world control is kind of vague because there is no King Babylon. Babylon was an empire. There are kings like Nebuchadnezzar II and Hammurabi, and each have their own conspiracy theories. If I had to guess, this is specifically referring to in the book of Revelations, where it talks about Babylon will be the downfall of the new world empires and things such as, which I think this is basically referring to the idea that there will be strength rise up from the east, so to speak. However, that's all speculation. What I believe the conspiracy was referring to is just this idea in Revelations, and the idea that at some point there will be a leader rise up in the Middle East who will dominate control of at least several world powers. Depopulation funds is very closely related to the planned extinction I talked about earlier. When it comes to this, everything I could find mostly related back to Bill Gates and ideas that money is being put into several ecological departments that are studying things such as, and everything else I could find on it related back to the idea that they are planning to get rid of what they refer to as useless eaters.
Oh, that's exactly what I was
actually
saying.
a term originally coined in Nazi Germany, and just refers to people who take up space in a population without contributing. So if it ever got to a point where we were losing our ecosystem fast.
But the idea behind the term useless eaters, and the reason that it links back to Nazi Germany, is because the US government... Oh yeah, no, he says such as a lot, and it's never grammatically correct. It's just one of his it's like one of his verbal tics. But the idea behind the useless eaters thing and why it connects to Nazi Germany is that the US government took a bunch of Nazis out of Nazi Germany at the end of the war through Project Paperclip and just incorporated them into leadership of the US government and of our missile and rocketry programs. And so from there they were just kind of able to like work their way up the ladder until now the US government is like secretly run by Nazis, which fair, believable.
And we had to immediately correct the human population. The first to go would be these useless eaters, or whoever the government rules is not fit to continue, basically. SCPs based on real life is just saying one of two options: that either the SCP Foundation is real and that all the logs have been linked by disgruntled SCP agents, or some real-life supernatural phenomena is hidden in SCP files, both to keep the identity of the person who uploaded it safe and to warn whatever few people may read it.
But I do really like SCPs.
I personally like the second one more since it's at least sort of plausible. So yeah, holotropic breathwork is a practice that is found in a lot of yogi circles, especially Chinese
is that where you
and other
breathe
Eastern
really
philosophies.
fast and
it's the
raise
idea
your body temperature?
That quick, fast breaths for time periods up to even 3 hours can cause the body to sort of reset itself and be more in touch with the inner self. And from this, you can derive true knowledge, spiritualism, and whatever have you for the situation. Hermeneutics is about critiquing things from a sense of
the moon is racist.
Basically,
now.
everything I can find on it is just the idea that if there's a literary text or some other form of media that you're trying to understand, that you have to embellish from the self in order to truly understand it, and that people talking doesn't really accomplish anything without meditation. Almost every application I could find of this related to the Bible, and there are several people who have their own interpretations of the Bible using hermeneutics. The sea people were interesting. When I saw the title, I thought this would just be referring to Atlantis fish people or whatever, but it's not at all. From 1200 to 900 BC, there was a group of people who are only known in history as the Sea People, who went around the Mediterranean Sea fighting different nations, famously of which was Egypt around 1000 BC. These people were supposed to be taller than the average person, no specific mention of giants, just that they were rather large, and they were great fighters and plunderers, and from everything I read, the earliest possible version of pirates. What's interesting is no one knows where they came from. About every other player around the Mediterranean was noted for at that time, and to this day no one knows where the sea people came from or where they went, and they just forever remain this kind of blip in history. Cryptogeography is exactly what it sounds like. Like how cryptozoology is the study of paranormal animals, cryptogeography is the study of paranormal spaces. So Bermuda Triangle, haunted sites, yada yada. Infrared laundry balls is the fact that laundry detergent balls that supposedly even in advertising for them mention that they clean clothes with an infrasonic wave actually elicit enough of the stuff to harm the individual. However, whenever companies say stuff like that, they're just using big words to try to talk over people's head and make them think they know what they're doing, because no, they don't. Neg entropy, or negative entropy, is a concept that exists in thermal physics. The idea is all sources of energy derive from heat in some regard. They either bring heat in or let it out. And any action of energy dispels heat in some way. This makes sense if you think about it more. However, a theoretical negative entropy item would bring in heat or ambient energy in the air whenever it performs a task or does any function. This would theoretically cause a sort of paradoxical loop in which something can be done without taking in energy, and as a matter of fact, creating more of it while also doing more. So this could spiral on forever and ever, and if you read theories on this, in the universe. So that's cool. I'll be honest, I could not find anything on Nexus 7. There was one website called Nexus 7 that had a few creepy articles on it, but that was the name of the website and not a conspiracy in general. Nexus 7 is both the name of the Android laptop or pad or tablet, whatever it is,
that's
and
the problem.
Another theory for the movie Blade Runner that one of the characters was a Nexus 7 model. So anything I look up for theory or analysis goes to one of the two, and I have absolutely no idea what this could be referring to, unless the tablet or the character from Blade Runner has a conspiracy behind it. It's come to my attention at this point that when this is all over, I'll need to do a corrections video, because there's a few other minor details I messed up on. So if anyone can tell me in the comments what this Nexus 7 thing means, I will absolutely give you credit for it. And
also, Steam was open
quit
for
trying to look up pictures of tablets. So yeah, sorry about that, but I promise I tried. The Black Hope Curse is an interesting one.
This YouTuber is called Wendigoon, and he makes conspiracy theory icebergs, and they're really good. So we did a Mountain Dew iceberg, which was very good, and then we did a cryptid iceberg, which was very bad. So I've settled on a good iceberg.
To a small suburb and immediately began noticing odd things happening
around their
house.
We also
until
had
one day an old man
glass
showed up and told them that they had bodies in their backyard. The family didn't
Mountain
believe
Dew
him,
Lord.
but after digging up the backyard, they discovered that there was in fact 2 dead bodies buried side by side. It turns out the neighborhood was built on top of an old slave cemetery, the name of which was Black Hope Cemetery. The family reburied the bodies and set up a memorial for them. However, things kept getting worse around the house. At first it was subtle, such as a missing pair of shoes here, or a slight noise down the hallway there,
I don't
until eventually
know that
it
I
became
like
more malicious.
grouping
Things that
weird occult, like, not occult, but like weird supernatural stuff into the conspiracy umbrella, you know? But I guess otherwise you wouldn't really have that much content. Because technically a conspiracy is any piece of information that 3 or more people are attempting to conceal. So I guess as long as 3 or more people want this cemetery to be secret, it's a conspiracy.
That were being lost in the house were found on top of the graves in the backyard. After doing research, the mother figured out that these 2 were a buried slave couple and she felt that by disturbing their grave, she had made them angry. This led to an eventual legal battle with the neighborhood because they sold them a house and didn't tell them there was bodies under it, to which the judge said he would need definitive proof that there were bodies under the house. The mother, in a rage, went back home and began digging up around her yard. Her daughter, who was helping her, came across another body, said she felt ill, and immediately had a seizure, and then died 2 days later in a hospital. The family moved out of the house, the bodies were covered up, and to this day it's said that the Black Hope curse still resides in Houston, Texas. Falun Gong is an interesting one, and it seems to be a religion that's derived from Chinese philosophy that also went at odds with the Chinese government.
It's magic kung fu. It's just magic kung fu.
Although initial reports are mixed of why this rivalry started, we know it got to the point that there was about 70 million Falun Gong members who all stood at odds with the Chinese government.
Okay, I actually have the full story for this. I've got, yet again, my PhD kicking in. So Falun Gong is a Chinese spiritual practice. The original name was not Falun Gong. There was actually, yes, we're getting to the concentration camp. Yes. So the Chinese government decided that they wanted the Chinese population to be healthier, do stretches, all this shit, and so they got in touch with Qigong practitioners. And Qigong is essentially, I don't remember what Gong means, but it's like practice or skill. So it's like literally like energy skill or energy practice. And the reason I know this is because the martial art that I know was brought to America by a Qigong practitioner who was fleeing this. And so what happened was, in China, they used Falun Gong and they took it and renamed it to Qigong, and they wanted the Chinese citizens to use Qigong as a way to not get sick, not need medical care, need to eat less, like all this stuff to make them an easier population to control. But what actually happened is when you teach your citizens this practice that's related to like literal magic kung fu, they start getting these ideas in their head that like, hey, maybe the path to spiritual salvation is not working for 16 hours a day on no food. Maybe I should actually be like free. And so essentially all of these Falun Gong / Qigong practitioners were starting to slowly advocate for disobedience to the Chinese government in order to like live actual fulfilling lives and like follow their path to enlightenment, because you can't reach spiritual enlightenment when the government has their fucking boot on your throat. And so what happened was all of these people who were advocating for and teaching Falun Gong and Qigong started getting hunted down by the government. And so the person who taught my Sifu's Sifu Kung Fu fled from China to America. And I'm not going to mention his name or what style of Kung Fu, because that would be, giving you guys a little bit too much information about who and where I am. But the Chinese government has been rounding up all of these people. So the Chinese government renamed Falun Gong to Qigong to turn it into like, those corporations that do like calisthenics and yoga before they start? They wanted that, but for the whole country. So they took Falun Gong, turned it into Qigong, took out all the like spiritual energy work parts, and turned that into like stretches. So the name Falun Gong and Qigong are synonymous at this point. So Falun Gong practitioners, they can do crazy shit. Like, they can walk on eggshells, like broken eggshells, without breaking them. They can, like, throw energy punches that will, like, knock over a board, like, 10 feet away. They can just do all this crazy shit, and we watched a bunch of that when we did our stream on that guy who believed that reptilian aliens were psychically attacking his prostate. So if you want to learn a little bit more about Qigong, you can go back to that video on my YouTube channel. Essentially, the Chinese government has been rounding up all of these people and putting them in concentration camps. And what they do is they harvest, first of all, they harvest their hair. And they sell it as natural hair products for weave and such. But they also force them to work, try to brainwash them back into, like, being productive drones. And then they also are harvesting their organs because they have very healthy organs. And they give those organs to high-ranking members of the Chinese Communist Party because that lets them extend their own lifespans. It is absolutely atrocious, and that's not even the only fucking genocide they're carrying out in China right now. So that's great. That's exciting. I think he might touch on that.
It became a total smear campaign in which the government was blocking the word Falun Gong online, throwing various members in prison. It's even estimated that about 2,000 Falun Gong members were killed while in prison. What's even more interesting is that this religion and the founders of it went on to found the Epoch Times, which is now a pretty well-known news source that constantly talks bad about the Chinese government, and seeing where they came from, you could kind of guess why. Geometrodynamics
I guess you
is
didn't
sort
touch
of
on that.
the theoretical
But
geometry
they're
to
they're
theoretical
harvesting
physics,
organs over there.
and the idea that natural
It's,
phenomenon
it's
and
not
the
poggers.
universe itself can be described and quantitated through geometry. So, super next level math stuff.
What's up,
Tor,
Polly?
owned by the government, is in reference to the internet browser Tor, also known as the Onion, which lets people access the dark web.
Yeah, the dark web is a honeypot. Also, this is a really good pause frame.
What's funny is, this conspiracy Iceberg was written in 2017, and it has since been proven without a shadow of a doubt that Tor is absolutely run by the government. Not only was it only created to perform government ops and things such as unlisted websites,
not a lot.
but it is
Just
also
learned a lot
known
about
that
Mountain
they
Dew
monitor
today.
certain transactions on it in order to figure out where people are and what they're doing.
There's
Certain
too many
upkeep
flavors of
costs
fucking
for
Mountain Dew.
the Tor browser.
I actually really like Some Ordinary Gamers or Mudahar's deep web browsing videos. That's how I found out about the deep web. They're really good. He just goes to a bunch of crazy websites and just like shows us. And there's a lot of crazy conspiracy shit on the dark web.
Is funded by certain state departments, if secretly so. So yeah, look at this, all grown up. Something that was on the conspiracy iceberg, now making its way into headlines. Isn't that cute? Cave Dweller Holocaust, while I couldn't find a very specific instance, is in reference to the idea that there were, at one point, at least two different kinds of humanoid creatures, one of which being us, the other being troglodytes, or cave-dwelling creatures. The idea being that at some point, we hunted and killed these troglodytes either out of self-defense or just to stay at the top of the food chain. This relates to several old world mythologies and stories relating to a troglodyte or cave dweller type creature, but obviously none existing in our present sense. The Trilateral Commission is a board that was founded in 1973 by John Rockefeller, and yes, that's the Rockefeller name. They meet twice a year in Tokyo, Japan, and the board is made up of United States, Western European, Japanese, and Canadian members who discuss, kind of like the Bilderberg meetings, capitalism and other adult things. I don't know what they say they do. It's absolutely rife with conspiracies. Like reading about these people, they get blamed from everything.
It's
from
basically the
9/11
Illuminati
to
conspiracy.
John F. Kennedy, even though they didn't exist yet. So yeah, super creepy, top 1% elitist. Meet every year and talk about stuff. Also, I should mention, especially with that one, I'm at the point in researching this stuff that whenever I type some of this in, the first results are what are you talking about? You don't want to look up that. Look at this picture of Trump and Epstein. Or like the first 10 search results will just be headline after headline that's like, the dumbest conspiracy of the year? Question mark.
Yep.
See why people
Yep.
don't trust the elite. So yeah, I can only imagine what the other 6 tiers
know.
are going to be.
It's just Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, they have all been suppressing conspiracy content so fucking hard since like 2006. It makes my life very difficult. I just like to consume it as a fucking entertainment, and I'm not allowed to because the internet likes to hide all my juicy search results. I used to be able to go into YouTube, type in reptilian alien conspiracy, and get 10 fucking 4-hour documentaries and be set for a week. I would just make a playlist of that and I'd be good. You know, I wouldn't need to look up anything. I didn't need Netflix. Netflix didn't fucking exist. Netflix was still coming in the mail when I was doing this shit. And and now it's just like, oh, here's the dumbest person to lately believe in a reptilian alien conspiracy. Tila Tequila tweeted out, and it's like, I don't care. Just give me my fucking crazy ass videos. I like to make fun of people. Let me bully the internet. But I'm not
dolphin
allowed to
intelligence
anymore.
is exactly
I
what
can
it
only do
says.
this.
The idea that dolphins are much more intelligent than they're given credit for.
Although we did find this on BitChute, which is a, how long is this? Is this 10 hours? 12. We did find a 12-hour reptilian alien shapeshifter video on BitChute. So that's like, you know, that's 3 out of my 10 4-hour videos. So I'm not that mad. I'm only a little bit miffed.
In the more conspiracy side of stuff, it is more so than even the government's letting on. Ideas being that tests with dolphins have shown that they have very complex thought processes, even understanding of right and wrong. However, in order to not discredit our role as top of the food chain, so to speak, all media regarding them simply is like, oh, aren't they a smart animal? When in reality, we're locking
Tila
up and
Tequila
caging
is
things
pregnant.
with complex emotions and conscious. So, you know, again, only good thoughts on this channel. Meat showers refers to the Kentucky meat shower that occurred in
I
1876.
don't think Tila Tequila
as
is
witnessed
still
by
hot,
many people on a
unfortunately
farm
for
in
you.
Kentucky, specifically Bath County, Kentucky. For several
Sorry.
minutes, chunks of meat anywhere from 2 to 4 inches wide rained from the sky. And this isn't just like a few pieces after the other. This is like a shower of the
She's
stuff.
pregnant.
To the point that the
That's
entire
gross.
ground was covered with it in a 100-foot radius. This was 1876, so research was weird. There are some people who said that it was essentially a giant cyanobacteria, to others who said it was human flesh, and then researchers who pulled meat from the area got everything back that it was human.
Oh my
deer.
god. You said to do something with the points. Do you see the thing that says "Say It Live" on my page? Because you should be able to send a text-to-speech message for 200 bits. I don't know how that works, but you're welcome to try it.
To bear to whatever.
I'm sure.
Also, I should
That's
mention
for bits.
the amount
Never
of
mind.
people who ate this
Okay,
meat off the
never
ground
mind.
and said
That's
it
for
was either
bits.
chicken or horse was alarming. Himalayan zombie refers to the ideas of zombies.
Sorry,
that
there's
exist
like
in Himalayan
3 fucking
cultures
currencies
that more
on
so
this
follow
website,
the
so I get a
entire
little
voodoo
confused.
idea of zombies as a resurrected servant of the dead. A lot of the mythology around them is really cool, such as the fact they're not allowed to bend over as they are sort of this hardened corpse, so several houses in the Himalayas will have the door built lower just so these creatures can't get in. They're also specifically referred to as rollang, and there are 5 different kinds of rollang that each have their own weaknesses, ranging from you have to break one of its bones to you have to hit it on a specific spot on its body, and so on and so forth. Where a lot of the creepiness of this comes from is that Himalayan tour guides will be walking with people up the mountain, and travelers who have been with these tour guides will point to someone standing way off in the distance, to which the tour guide will simply say that's a rollang. Don't look at it and just keep walking. So the idea that there is
Ignore
these
the zombies
mystic
over there.
zombies existing on the Himalayan mountains to
They're not real.
either do the will of their master or simply keep foreigners out is both very scary and very cool. Deep philosophies is just this very specific idea and the principle that whenever judging something, be it someone, some idea, or some piece of work, that interacting with other people doesn't help, and you have to pull everything out of yourself in order to actually understand how you feel about it, and that's where true understanding comes from. It's very closely related to hermeneutics, which I talked about earlier. Next is Civil War sightings. This is pretty vague, and there are a lot of paranormal events that existed throughout the Civil War, some of which include the Nicolas Cage vampire, I'm not kidding on that one, a pterodactyl that was shot down, and the green-eyed thing. But what I think this is referring to is the ghost sightings that have taken place after the war. While there are several of these, I will stick to a few of the most notable ones that occurred at Gettysburg. For one, at Little Round Top during a filming.
So, Civil War sightings actually refers to the idea that several battles of the Civil War, if you go to the sites of them on certain occasions and times, you can actually encounter the battle itself, either through some sort of time window or some sort of ghost of the battle. And this ties into the stone tapes theory of what ghosts are, which is the idea that certain types of stone in the environment can soak up the psychic imprint of human emotions and actions, and then replay those situations and actions back at a later date. So you might go to Gettysburg and be where the battle took place and like hear the battle and like maybe even see soldiers moving, and what's actually happening is the stone of the area has soaked in this psychic imprint of the battle and now constantly emits it, or situationally emits it, as a low-level psychic phenomena. So,
I know the movies.
I know more about
extras
this than him,
that were in
as always.
uniforms. Powder, back there. At the time was being used. Ghost. Again, the video on my channel is doing great, and it's all top tier patrons. Thank you, Kayla.
Okay.
Thank you, Pef.
All right. I am going to call it here for tonight. And let's think about maybe doing another stream tomorrow about DMT entities. I'll try to get a little bit of content together. And if I'm not doing anything else tomorrow, we'll do a stream on DMT entities. If I am doing something tomorrow, we'll do it Thursday or Friday. But as always, I will at everyone on Discord. And it'll be great. It won't be early. We never stream early. But, you know, that's what we'll try to do, is we'll try to aim for Thursday or Friday night DMT entities stream. Bring your friends. It'll be great. Good night, boys.